Of course.
I pressed it. I don't know why it didn't.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Dice. Welcome to our Friday night campaign, The Spread Eagles. Yeah, giggle. Go ahead, laugh. It's okay. Uh-huh.
It's not actually funny. Yep.
It's Friday, guys. How's your week been?
Oh, it's been a long one.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, it's rush week for my fraternity. I've been up late. Get people out there.
He's a
stuff.
freshman.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Nice. Why do you need to know what the commands are? You're the one that adds most of them. Oh, that one, yeah. Well, you guys want to get into it?
Sounds good to
That's why
me.
we're here.
So, go ahead here.
Nice.
And nobody can see it.
I told you it looks like Blackhead from.
Jeez.
Apartment looks good too.
So, last we gathered, we watched as the Spread Eagles
There it is.
continued their sailing adventure after meeting with the Voidlance, a general dark elf woman of the Velhair territories, continuing their journey towards the Ivory Coast. During your journey, you guys had some downtime in which you could pursue your own ventures. Holland, you and Kelrick decided to try to awaken and discern whatever sort of knowledge or information you might from the severed head of this mechanical golem in which you found.
Keyword is tried.
Keyword was tried. You guys did your best, but it seemed like whatever defense mechanisms protected the mind of this golem, and whatever commands it was prompted with, unfortunately, you guys could not get through its defenses. Either through an unrecognized voice, an unrecognized command, it was hard to tell. But after nearly sinking the ship as the defenses of the golem blistered and destroyed most of the room, you guys decided to spend the remainder of your time repairing. With a small mending spell here and there, you guys eventually repaired the room. Tophin, you decided to investigate whatever the Onyx Whisperer had been smuggling, whatever they were transporting to the Ivory Coast. After searching through the random bags of spices and wine and ales, you came across canisters filled with various different colors of aether. A almost sitting time bomb for the right person. Zeros, you spent most of your time in the crow's nest, looking out over the sea, enjoying the wind. And then you guys found a skeleton. A man ship that seemed to have shipwrecked on a small deserted desert island. What did you guys decide to do? Rip off his head, while you and Crest sent him on a Viking voyage out to sea for his grave. You guys proceeded to pull his head back on board and talk to him, and discerned no useful information from it. So the party continued towards the Ivory Coast. And it wasn't long for this side of the world reared its ugly head, as 3 sets of sails appeared on the horizon, all emblazoned with a skull and crossbones and a massive black serpent on their sails. As they barreled down towards you guys, Kelrick got the opportunity to try out a new spell, as he simultaneously sank every vessel.
The whole of one of them was. It's fine. We
Just
go back for it
the
later.
hall. Ruined it.
What are you talking about? You like turn 3 guys into KFC, Shelby?
But
Extra crispy.
Yeah, we didn't want just 3. We wanted all of them.
Well, we got a whole city to do that.
Oh, sweet lord, no.
So, as we ended the session, as you guys crested over the horizon and started to pull into the docks of the Ivory Coast, that is where we find all of you. Pulling in and tying off the ship here within the docks of the Ivory Coast. What stands before you are beautiful white sands and blue skies. A light sea breeze kind of blows through the air. Palm trees off in the distance kind of sway in the wind. And there are massive clay and brick buildings that kind of pocket this massive city. It is bustling with all manner of people of all size and shape. This is a free city. A city with no rules. A city with a city with no government. No governing body, at least. What do you guys want to do?
It's governed by a floating. Has no governing body.
Ha!
I like the dad joke.
I guess I'll go to what time of day is it? I'd imagine it's like probably in the afternoon.
It's about midday.
Okay. I'll go and try and find Bregger before we get off the
It's easy enough to find him at the helm of the ship, as these kind of like directing Stradmule and Thadmule and the other deckhands to kind of like tie off the ship as you guys are starting to pull into dock.
Captain, how are you doing this afternoon?
Oh. Doing alright. I'm just thankful to have the lot of you. We made it safely because of you. Otherwise, our cargo might have been stolen by those 3 ships.
Oh, it's not a problem. Do you have any recommendations for sights to see in this city? I'm assuming you guys have probably been here a few.
We've been a few times. I guess it depends what you're looking for.
I can't say I have anything specific. Is there anything here that's local, unique, novel, worth seeing?
I personally like the Ivory Sands Resort, but the Nevermelt Cafe is also a hotspot.
Has been a Cool. Do they have any sort of tinkerer shops here?
I believe there's a Tinkerer's Guild somewhere in town. I can't say I've ever been, so I'm not sure of the name.
Take a look. What time would you like us back to depart?
Well, I guess that's a discussion that we all need to have, because this was as far as we were going. We can take you the rest of the way to either the Golden Coast or Distoil Harbor, whichever is easier for you. Or, well, easier for us would be the Golden Coast, but there are various ways that you can travel to. I believe you guys said we were going to Zakarat, correct?
Yes.
Well, we can travel by boat and, as I said, travel around the coastline. You can take the route north and reach the route taking the long way around, although your fastest route would be to hire a guide and travel through the Deshaya Wastelands. While not a safe route, with the right guide it can be safe enough.
And all of you signed a contract to go there anyway.
Yes, we did, Tofin. Details are a little fuzzy. Maybe it's the salt water that's... But that's probably something we should take into consideration.
I don't know, Kelric, you would remember everything.
He would explain the details of the contract.
Wait, was Kelric there to sign the contract? I think he did.
Oh, you're right, he was not. That was,
Kelric, the other person that wasn't? Thought he was there. Thought it was me and Zeros that weren't.
I thought it was...
We were at the brothel.
Where do we sign that?
Well, I was at the
We
brothel.
signed it at the
Why?
Arcane Rose in Baldenport with Alarin, the Tabaxi merchant.
Right. Maybe he did. That'll be a good question for when he gets here.
I think he was there, and we'll say he can share with you the details of the contract with what he knows, which was there's a MacGuffin in the Deshaya Wastelands, located in a sunken temple. You weren't told what it was, but you would know it when you saw it. And there was no definite time period on when it had to be completed, just it had to be completed in a reasonable manner. You know, she's not waiting years upon years for it to happen.
Sure.
But she didn't give you a direct timeline of it needs to be done within X amount of days.
Okay, cool. Cool. Well, Captain, I suppose, my companions and I have a discussion sometime today on what we want to do, and we'll get back to you that way. You know, whether or not you'll be taking us to the Golden Coast.
If you guys are, just let us know. We will have to restock the ship, which is going to be costly, but I'm sure you guys could handle it.
Of course.
I'm broke.
That's not Tophin.
Thanks,
You've
Captain.
been saying you were
I
broke
guess
the
I
whole
will
game.
go and meet up with everybody else. Unless everyone else would like me up to talk to the Captain.
No
Sure,
one
we're all
wants me anything.
relatively close. Alright guys, well, the captain, you guys probably heard, recommended a couple places to go and check out to get a feel for the local culture. It sounds like there's also some specialized stuff here too. At White Sands Resort and
The Never Melt Cafe.
the Never
Sounds
Melt
like fun.
Cafe.
Never melt.
Never milk. They don't milk no cows or nothing.
I guess they don't have any cappuccinos.
Only black.
Mute for a second, please.
Well, anything you guys are interested in seeing while we're here?
Fun, but
Bro.
that's so.
Are you broke,
None of us
Avaria?
are
We
broke.
made a pretty good amount of money a
Yeah,
while
but
ago.
Avaria, make a deception check.
+1.
Alright.
Looks like a Kelric will be joining us momentarily.
Is he gonna?
No.
If he could
I don't
all
think
the way
we have
from
space
Chicago, I'd be
anymore.
impressed.
Gotcha. I rolled even.
Yeah,
So-
he believes me.
I was gonna use your passive.
Oh,
works.
no, it's fine.
I'll take my
he
passive.
rolled.
What was
He
your
rolled.
what's your? I didn't ask him for a roll.
He rolled.
What's your
for
passive
it.
insight?
16.
16. What was your roll? What was your roll?
No.
What was your roll?
Nothing.
Tell me what your roll
You're a
was.
Dick.
Okay, you believe her. Or sorry, you do not believe her.
You said you believe me.
No.
You said you
Matt,
you
Tyler's
still
saying the
like-
audio is cutting in and out for her.
How the audio like us? Let me go check it real quick.
Could be an internet thing too.
Yeah. Is your headset plugged all the way into the aux? I don't know then. Oh, okay.
Oh, it disappeared.
Do we just need to speak up then?
Turn it down.
Gotcha.
Did we change the settings on the mic back to what they usually are after the one shot? Okay.
Thanks for bearing. Yeah.
Oh shit. Person.
There he is. Oh. Oh, what's going on? Oh, that's abstract right there, I dig.
I don't use that. What a new thing.
Figured out all
You're
the
good.
buttons, so.
Fine, we're getting Mr. Keen Mind in here so we can remember
thinking about
everything.
getting
We got
this
time.
service. Am I okay?
Yeah.
That's a town.
Not lighting up that it's turning down.
Else okay.
I don't think so, because all my second levels.
Level up.
Yeah, we
We
hit
are,
like
we
level
are
10.
level 10.
Yeah.
Level 10.
So while we're fixing the tech issues, guys, we're gonna level up.
Yeah.
Yes. Your
just a
favorite.
Not sure that.
Hmm. You think if you dipped a
Doesn't
Sour
like he
Patch
likes any
Kid
of
and
us.
sweet sour sauce to cancel each
He's
other
not
out?
like me.
To be
All right,
Sweet or
sweet
sweet
sour,
sour.
and then sour.
Mr.
and
Kelrick,
sweet.
please speak so I can see we can hear you. Say it one more time. I see you talking, but we can't hear you. Is it illuminating because you're using push to talk, or are you... That's probably what it is.
He's not. So.
Yeah.
Voice activity, but it's not that.
Oh,
There
we can
you
hear
go.
There we
you.
go. Whatever you changed worked.
Now you start using push.
Oh.
What did you guys get up to? And
We talked to the captain. We learned about a couple places to go and check out to see the sights. There's a Tinkerer's Guild in town. That's worth noting.
They also said that they think maybe going through the Deshire Wastelands is a good idea.
Oh, we have not even gotten close to an actual discussion about
My thought
that
was
yet.
that was a good idea.
I'm not saying it's not.
We could
but
maybe swerve in my general direction where we want to go and then double back.
That is a good point.
Got lots of looping here to get to everywhere we want. But we don't have a map.
We don't have.
You have a map.
Do we have a map of this area?
You have a... Oh, you don't have a map of this area. You only have a map of the Zartlas
That map
Empire.
doesn't help.
Yep. Nope.
You guys need to get a new map.
And I thought he handed us a map and you just didn't.
Did
I'm pretty
Sure.
we got a map at the end of the last session.
Sure looks like you don't have a map.
How rude.
You guys most likely... I believe you guys do have a map. It just has not been printed.
If it means anything, photographer's tool. Put one together.
Make your own.
You gonna Lewis Clark it and make a map while we go?
That sounds like a terrible
Yes.
idea,
Yeah, it
but
does.
Do it.
I don't know. I wasn't rolling very well to.
I mean,
help on
A
the
map
show.
of the Deshire Wastelands might be valuable.
That's true. That might be a good idea.
We could just totally take a break from the campaign and go just map that for like a couple months.
Yep. Come back and start like printing, pressing it, making like thousands of gold. Sounds cheap.
Mario's broke. That's great.
Sure, Shelby. Avaria's broke.
We all know she's not. Oh yeah, Shelby tried to lie about... Or Avaria tried to lie about how much money she has.
Mario's broke. She ain't got no money.
Yeah, she's royally broke.
She was disowned by her mother.
That doesn't mean she. Nice lump sum for the road. I don't know.
Anyway,
Why would you do that?
Where
You
are
know
we-
what? I hate
where are we
giving
going?
money.
There you go.
So, you guys are on the boat. Chadmule and Thadmule have successfully tied off and dropped anchor. You have finished talking to Breger about various notable places within town, mainly the Nevermelt Cafe and the White Sands Resort. What do you guys want to do?
Definitely
Rich?
stop there. Open.
they say their fire isn't in.
Did they?
They said this was their drop-off point, but the buyer was not located here.
Gotcha.
So I mean, I could follow them.
Not a bad idea. Maybe we can. Whoever is purchasing some guys to get some insignias or
You guys go do your thing. I'll do my thing.
sounds great.
Just waiting on board?
I guess.
Okay. Just standing around trying to look inconspicuous? Are you hiding somewhere? What's the plan? Okay.
You guys want to go?
So we've been in town for what? 2 minutes and we're splitting up.
Yes.
It's tactically splitting up.
Me, that's pretty normal.
Tell you what, we'll go get some rooms. Hoping we'll get some in. That way you got a rendezvous.
Perfect.
All right. Is that fine with everybody else? Objections?
I object to everything.
I am so sorry to hear that, Arya.
Go take care of our horses.
They're gone.
Wait, we left them all. All of them.
Go find new ones.
You were so adamant about those horses, and we left all of them.
But I left them at a good place.
We have so many.
I
The
left.
last one
Yes,
that
Cressida.
got lost in the woods because we were like running from the government.
That's fair. Okay.
Chased by
Also-
sun god. Yep.
Dragon baby.
Yes, you guys have. Yes, you guys have your dragon wormling.
14-foot.
Not accurate. It is tiny.
Ones are at a state
Oh,
taken care of. I
I'm
left
so
them.
sorry, Mark. Excuse me. Well,
We gotta take-
I suppose the rest of us will go ahead to the White Sands Resort and grab some rooms.
They have giant I want a massive.
Sorry, the Ivory Sands Resort, not the White Sands. So, as you guys depart from the Onyx Whisperer and begin walking through the sandy streets of the Ivory Coast, you can see there are all manners of people here. There are dwarves, orcs, humans, tieflings. There are gnomes. There are dragonborn. There are lizard folk. It seems like there is no form of diversity in this coastal town. Make a perception check.
Wow.
Seems like everyone's kind of keeping it to themselves and no one's like out in the open and noticeable, so you don't see anyone that really stands out to you as very attractive. Eventually, after wandering through the town, it doesn't take long for you to kind of wander up the coast slightly, and you find the Ivory Sands Resort. You find a massive clay and stone building that has been kind of flattened off, and on the top you can see there are various stone sculptures of maidens, of mermaids, and other aquatic beasts, where you can see people are kind of sitting around at tables and sharing drinks. The front of it is lined with palm trees and various bushes that kind of set a beautiful tone to the front of this building. There are various people that appear like they work here, walking around in black suits, holding trays with various drinks.
I agree. No, I think most of us have the money for.
No, I don't think it's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm broke.
Okay. As you guys stroll through the front of the building, it turns into like a tiled, well-made, marbled room. You can see there's a marble desk across where there is a human man standing there, dressed in a black suit and well-groomed hair, kind of a narrow face that comes down to a point, and very narrow eyes. He has a pair of spectacles on his face that he kind of is staring down at what appears to be a large book in front of him. Looks up. How may I help you, my dear? For how long of a stay?
When is the Onyx Whisperer heading out?
You're unsure of how long they're spending in town, but you get the sense from the rapport you guys have built with them, they probably won't leave if they think there's a hint that you need that you're going to hire them to take them further on the sea.
Sure. Okay. Sailing.
Well, let me see here. We have, yes. For...
Why is Tool?
why is Crest still not coming through?
I don't know what's going on. So loud on it.
We're just muted, Cress. Can't do anything. Hey Alex, can you check the gain on the Yeti? Make sure it's like it should be 1/3 or 1/2.
On back. They should be able to hear you guys now.
Can you hear us?
Watch out.
Can you hear us now?
Alright, we'll try that.
With no numbers.
Got significantly louder. Either that or you can lower the filter, but
I can...
We loud boys.
Chat should be able to hear both of you now, and hopefully their mic doesn't cut out too much.
Noise.
Oh,
So,
Alright.
cool.
3 nights, my good sir.
well, at 3 nights for 2 rooms, and of what level? Are you wanting luxury rooms? Are you wanting basic rooms?
Basic.
I'm not there.
Sure.
Not there.
Well, for 2 basic rooms for 3 nights, you're looking at 150 gold a night.
Oh my god!
wow.
What is this place?
Sir, I don't think
Quite a
you've
lot.
heard of us. We are the Spread Eagles.
Sleeping up.
He just kind of like knocks his glasses. My dear, no offense, but I don't care.
Amavari's
Sir,
gonna walk
you
up.
will care.
Amavari's
Bar's gonna walk up and
Bar's
just
gonna
set
walk
the
up and- yep.
warhammer down.
No, Avaria.
Dear, do we have a problem?
I don't know, do we?
Just
Guys
hangs,
disrespect
he
my
like
friend here?
hangs up a little bell. Do we have a problem?
Like I said, you gonna disrespect my friend here?
I'm not disrespecting it. Your group means nothing to me in this part of the world.
Oh,
We are in a free city. Names and titles mean nothing here.
what?
Meanwhile, I'm just chilling on the boat.
If names mean nothing here, then honestly, you shouldn't be charging so much because your name doesn't really matter either.
You're correct, my name means nothing, but my establishment means quite a bit to the people of this city.
Its name doesn't really matter either then.
Establishment's gonna be missing a few columns!
Oh God.
Sir, I'm sorry. Could we possibly get a list of some of the perks that might come
Where's the
along
brothel?
with staying at this place that go into the cost?
Well,
Do you guys offer free arcane fire?
free arcane fire.
No, arcane fi.
Oh,
So for the air.
no. What we offer are
Get vaccinated. Get 5G.
bed warmers for every night, so you so choose. We offer every meal and drink is included. There is a buffet that is open 24/7 in which chefs prepare the most wondrous meals you will find in the whole of the Ivory Coast. There's a bar down by the beach where a small alcove has been carved into the sides of one of the cliffs. There are multiple different servants that are waiting on hand and foot to give you massages or take care of whatever needs you might need.
That sounds a little dirty. Are we talking about a brothel right now?
I already offered bed warmers.
How? Those all sound like great
Like-
perks, by the way. How
That's
many
clearly a
people
prostitute.
does one room accommodate?
One basic room accommodates
Can I
4
light it on
people.
fire?
What about the luxuries?
The luxury suites accommodate 6 people.
How much for a luxury suite?
The luxury suite is 500 gold per night. It comes with your own private spa and
I'll
your
find
own
somewhere else.
private chef and unlimited ale and wine.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'll pay for it. I don't care.
We'll take the luxury room for 3 nights.
Hi.
I guess you paying. I
That
ain't
is-
paying for this.
1500 gold.
Would you like all of this
Bruh.
room now?
Yes, payment is required up front.
Bar is just gonna have her
Sounds
hammer right
reasonable.
next to the column.
And I should mention, walking around with weapons on the premises is strictly prohibited.
I can't put my weapons up!
You can, and you will, or you'll be lost of your room.
We didn't pay yet, so it's not technically our room.
That's a,
If you smash his skull in, he can't ring that little bell for backup. So. And the room is free.
Chris, back me up here!
I don't.
If there's no one to pay,
Are there any other establishments in town?
are there any establishments that...
That aren't expensive,
Dude,
freaking
what is
rich
the problem?
bastards.
Why we have so much money? Why do you guys care?
The bar is
It's not the
broke.
principal, damn it.
This is out of game.
Okay.
Why do you care?
How...
I'll gladly throw 1,500 gold at this dude. Private spa, free booze, and a personal chef. That sounds great. We were just on a boat for 2 weeks.
Let's see, guys.
He's cocky.
I don't have enough money out of pocket right now. Make this payment by myself. So,
Me too.
how we did be in this
I
room?
think it would make sense. I think it would make sense for us to choose somewhere a little more Spartan. I don't think we need to blow 1,500 gold on our room.
I agree.
Why the fuck do y'all have multiple?
You know,
We're the
guys,
best.
you're right. That's probably the reasonable take, all
I
things
always want
considered.
money, so I can...
We're taking our gold elsewhere.
Oh, you bitch.
So be it. Take your business elsewhere. Goodbye.
Ways that
Goodbye.
'Cause I tried to kill
I'll
this one
linger
last
around
time,
for an
though.
extra second. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir, and
I
I'll
ain't
slip him
sorry
a
for
gold
shit.
piece.
There's no inconvenience. We get cocky adventurers on a daily basis.
What are you trying
But
to
thank
say
you for your
about me?
patronage.
Why would you pay him?
Cocky maybe isn't the right
He
thing.
said he waited till you left.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I just left him a gold piece, because that's normally what we do when we inconvenience people.
Well, Chris gives him like 30.
Well, Crest can't count.
Okay, so after I leave, in my head I go, Elkie,
Better
do your thing.
Oh no.
Which means what?
He's gonna walk in and take a piss on the floor.
That's his thing?
Remind me, what level is that spell?
At least it's not Chris pissing.
He's just summoned.
Yeah, but it's a spell you have to cast. Find Steed is a spell.
Yeah, it was cast a while ago. Let me.
Yeah, what level is it?
It can still
I
get
have to
dispelled.
watch it. Can he?
He is a magical entity.
Oh,
Galloping in there.
it's second level.
As your elk walks through the door, you hear the bell ring from the distance, and Elkie just poofs out of existence.
Rat bastard!
Oh.
So sad.
You realize this place is gonna burn now, Matt.
Let's go find somewhere cheaper. I think that's probably our best bet.
You
I'm
can
just
come
doing this
back.
fucking place by myself.
Where are we gonna
By
find that
yourself.
kind of
Then
information?
I can let us back in. I've already come door.
DM, is there an obvious town square?
There is a town square.
Okay. Do you guys want to head to town square and see if we can find some info on a more reasonable place to stay?
Wasn't there another inn?
There were probably plenty of inns.
I
We don't
Wait,
have to
only a
stay
s- the
at
other
the
one's a
most
cafe.
expensive bougie
never
ass.
know.
Oh, good.
No
that's
milk.
The
Why,
neutral
why,
milk
no,
cafe.
that's a cafe.
Is it
Amari.
neutral milk?
Yeah, they just serve coffee. I don't want to sleep at the coffee shop.
This
I
one may
do.
not be a hotel. I don't know.
You know,
I like the smell of coffee.
You guys would know that you did pass a little rundown but sizable inn on the docks known as the Seafarer's Lodge.
That sounds a little ghetto. Is there another one?
Go ahead and make an
What the
investigation
fuck do
check
you
for
want?
me. One's a nice in between.
Well, they literally offered 150 bucks a gold a night for the basic rooms.
I don't think
That's a
it would have gone
6.
well if we stayed there.
You see one as you're
I'll
wandering
fucking
throughout
say
town. It reads the Summer's Horizon Inn.
Ari's gonna walk in there.
Are you like skipping while dragging your warhammer on the ground? Like,
We're revising our approach, huh?
Maria's sweet until someone gets insulted.
yeah, be nice at the shithole hotel. I'm not.
This is
Not at the
in
resort.
between hotel. Dalton, our friend.
So what you see before you is a large brick building made of white brick and kind of some off-colored stones that has bits of ivory that seem to have been artificially summoned to kind of grow up the sides and the fronts of the building to kind of create this bougie aspect to the building. As you pass through the wooden door, you enter into a very warmly lit room. There's a hearth on either side of the room that has a small little fire kind of burning in it, and varying pocketing tables throughout the center of the room where you can see patrons are having a bit of a drink. There's a small counter where a man stands on the far side of the room, right under the staircase that seems to lead upstairs.
Fling the door open, and then
Okay. You walk over to the man that's standing on the counter. Or not standing on the counter, standing behind the counter.
God, I feel like we'd have to stay there if we walk in and dude's just standing on the
Oh,
counter.
I'm sold at that point.
yeah. Please tell me he was actually standing.
No.
Make him a halfling. Stand on the counter.
He's just sitting there and he seems to be writing in a book.
Is there a bell in front of him?
No. He just kind of looks up.
Is there like in?
Yes, my dear. What can I do for you?
Fine.
600 gold a night.
I'm sorry, how many rooms? 2. And how many patrons?
1, 2, 3. How many do we have in our group?
6.
Well, each room only accommodates 2 people, so you're going to need 3.
Well, people can really sleep on the floor if they wanted to.
Or share
I mean, that's up to you if you wish to have, but how many nights?
So much money. Why are we
How many nights?
sleeping on the
3.
floor?
Okay. How many per 1 room for 3 nights? Because we may do 3. I don't know. But
how
how
much-
much per room per night?
Per room, per night, is 20 gold pieces.
It's all expensive. We usually pay like a gold.
Well, now we've got like
Well,
adventure.
Other
Yeah, we're
than-
in the Bahamas.
Are any?
Other
are
than
any-
the other
too.
place where
Yeah,
Crest
like-
crashed the economy, so I assume everything's more expensive.
Well, right. Do
That's
you
pretty
have
great.
like bougie room and the cheap rooms are all the same?
Most rooms are the same, it's just the packages you want with your room.
Oh, we got packages.
I would like lots of packages.
Well, we have 2. There's one that includes trips to the spa. You get 1 trip to the spa daily. Or there's a second one that includes your breakfast and your dinner and unlimited access to the spa.
Okay. I guess we're gonna get. Well, I guess I should. Okay, Cress, are we staying in the same room?
Sure.
Okay, we're getting the bougie package, okay? The big package.
Okay.
We like.
Okay.
Keller, what kind
The
of room
expensive
do you want?
package
Yeah, we are.
is 50 gold per
Wanna
night.
split it in half?
Sure,
We
I
could do-
can do that.
So we could do 150 a night for 3 rooms, or we could do 150 a night for 2 rooms at the other place.
You know what? Metagame or not, that's a good point.
150 night per room at the other place.
Oh, I thought it was combined.
Yeah, never mind.
No,
Okay.
I knew it was per room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes more sense. I was like, really? Are we gonna do all this just to end up at the same fucking price?
We would.
Yeah, we would.
And we have.
Okay, well, we're gonna need. We're saying 3 nights? 3?
Sure.
Okay. I want 3 nights bougie. You gonna have 3-night bougie in my.
3 nights with the meal. 3 nights with the meal package, understood.
5.
Yes, the spa is included. And for the rest of you?
I don't give a shit about the rest of that.
You're not
I'm not there.
I will take the nicest package.
Put a
Okay,
sock on
for
the
3
door if you bring
nights.
home a friend, Cress.
Okay. What's that mean?
Maybe
Total
wants
is
you to
70
join.
gold a night.
Cool. Oh, 70 gold a night? Yeah,
It's,
that's not
it's
bad.
50 for the package, 20 for the room.
Gotcha,
The
gotcha.
D&D threesome.
Oh, no, I'd rather not.
Please no. Please no.
It's not like incest.
Wow.
I'm
Oh,
leaving.
God.
I'm
I
done.
mean, you make sensual eye contact with Aiden at break every week.
You
so-
said 70 per night, DM?
70 per night.
Aiden! We're not gonna be able to make weird eye contact.
Don't know who that is. My name's Kelrick.
Out of game. Obviously.
I'm gonna hand him like 21 platinum. All today.
Okay.
Is that for all of us?
No, that's just for him.
Oh.
Well, I don't see this kind of coin most like this time of year. Thank you.
How much do I owe?
210 gold.
210?
70 a night.
It was
You said
50 a night.
50!
It's 50 for the package, 20 for the room.
Well, yeah, we're splitting it, right? So 105.
I know, but still.
Also, you both have so much money. Who cares?
I do.
Zeros, Kelrick, are one of you staying with Holland in his room, or are you getting the room for
That
yourself?
motherfucker's in my bed.
If someone wants to
okay.
stay with me, that's fine.
Okay.
Crap, man.
Kelrick's with you, so Zeros, you need a room still, you and Tophin.
I might just sleep in a fucking tree.
Palm tree might be kind of hard to sleep in.
I'm
Farm
gonna
Silver.
get the cheapest room I can.
So you want to stay somewhere else?
Yeah.
Okay. You can head back to the Seafarer's Lodge, which was the cheapest place you've seen so far. Okay.
See you, Zeros.
As you wander through town back towards the docks, you can see Tophin still standing on top of the Onyx Whisperer off in the distance, and across the docks you can see the Seafarer's Lodge, a very run-down-looking tavern that kind of sits just on the edge of the docks.
This no worky.
As you pass through the like Western-style swing doors into the room, you can see it's filled with many a rough-looking patron, and not very clean. This is kind of like a dank, damp smell in the air, and there seems to be a drow woman standing behind the counter.
I'm gonna buy the cheapest room.
You would like the cheapest room? Well, the cheapest room per night is 1 gold piece.
Yeah.
How many nights would you like to stay? 3. And would you require anything while you're here?
No.
Done deal then.
I have to remember. How much did he spend?
Nice.
3 gold.
Nice.
What the hell? I just want to live in this spa, let's be honest.
I'm immediately like, what the fuck is happening? I only see him walking to the shittiest place in town, just by himself. I thought they were buying nice rooms. What is happening?
He's gonna go find the nice place.
I still have a place to stay.
Why you going to the nice place?
Yeah, Zeros, did you get a room for 2 or just you?
It's me.
Okay. You don't have a place to stay
That's
still.
fine.
I'll slip on.
I'm still on the boat.
No, I'm just like, and
So,
how do they know?
guess you'll find out.
It sounded way more ominous than it should have.
You guys have your rooms? Tophin's still waiting on the boat. What are the rest of you doing?
I have a big plushy robe.
I want to go to the cafe, but I'm also soaking my nose right now, so whoever wants to do something first can.
Look like one of the birds that go and come back up.
I thought you were about to take a shot.
Yeah,
for
it's
your
no
nose.
shots, dude.
So,
Yeah, I thought she was about to take like a shot on
Like,
on stream
new
or
fad.
something.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
butt
I'm
chugging.
totally about to take a shot. This is salt water.
do it.
Oh god. Okay. Cress wants to head to the Nevermelt Cafe then. Is anybody joining her?
Yep,
I'll
I'll go
go.
see what Nevermilk is like.
Never melt.
Oh
Never
my
melt.
god, why do I keep doing that?
Kelric, Zeros, are you joining them for the Nevermelt Cafe?
I don't know what that is, but it sounds great.
They never have milk.
Sure.
But Breger recommended it.
Okay. As you guys wander again for maybe 20 minutes throughout town, you come to the town square, and there is a massive, like, 4-tiered fountain that's just kind of like shooting water into the air and kind of creating a bit of a rainbow in the sky as it kind of falls over. There are people wandering throughout the plaza here, and on the opposite end from where you guys are, just diagonally across from the other side of the fountain, you can see there is a large marble building with these 2 marble pillars that kind of come up and create an archway over the top, and you can see written in what appears to be ice that's just not melting reads the Nevermelt Cafe.
Hey, Avaria, what's that say? What's that say?
Does Nevermilk Cafe.
Never melt.
Yeah, like the Nevermilk.
I trust Avaria. Never milk.
Well, I
Head on in.
suppose we'll head in.
Wandering through the plaza over to the Nevermelt Cafe, you guys pass through the open archway into the room, and instantly the temperature in the air changes, and it's almost like a cool 60 degrees in here compared to like the 95 it was outside. You can see in the center of the room there is a massive pyramid of ice that just has a constant fog kind of filling the room around you guys. It seems to be a perfect sculpture and ever changing.
Question is it milky?
Around the central pyramid, there is a large circular bar that kind of circles around it.
suppose I'll go sit down at the bar.
Okay. As you sit down at the bar, a female dwarf woman kind of turns to you. What are you having?
What do you guys got?
A little bit of everything, but would you like the specialty?
Sure, why not?
She kind of reaches under and pulls out a crystalline glass, and as she does, she takes it, she pulls out various different liquors and then pours them all over the ice pyramid. And then as they kind of like run down, you can see like follow these paths of the cracks in the pyramid all the way down to your cup in the center. And then she picks it up and hands it over to you. We like to call this the Never Melt Special. It is a perfect drinking temperature at all times.
It sure does look like the special. Give you that. I suppose I'll give it a try.
Okay. That will be 50 silver per drink.
Per like actual drink, or are you talking per sip or like actual drink?
Per cup.
Okay, you scared me there for a second. Sure,
I'm chugging
I'll-
this. Ah.
I'll slide her a gold piece and
Oh, would you like two?
sure, why
She kind
not?
of picks up a glass, tosses it over her shoulder, it lands like perfectly and swirls beneath it, and she picks up all the bottles and again, like dumps them all in, and they kind of like fall down the cracks. Sets another one right in front of you.
Thank you. You've been doing this for a while, haven't you?
It's a Long Island.
Quite a few years. It's essentially the equivalent of a Long Island.
I was like, because that's what I sound like when I make Long Islands. I just take liquor bottles and tip them over.
Well, thank you very much.
The Long Island ice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cress, come here. Do you want this other drink?
That's actually what Cressida was about to do. Cressida was about to sidle up and just take it.
Well, here you go.
Thank you. She chugs it
Did
in
you
one
say
go.
50 or 5 silver?
50 silver per glass.
Wow.
As you drink it, you can feel like your like esophagus and your throat just chilled the whole way down until it reaches your stomach. It just like chills you to the core.
50 silver, 5 gold.
Yes, it
No.
is.
Yeah.
No.
10 silver is a gold.
Oh, sorry, I meant 5 silver.
A real sweet deal.
Oh, okay,
half-
yeah, let me...
Half a gold.
So you gave him a gold for 2. Which is
Works for me.
accurate.
I don't know why I was thinking.
Copper is pennies,
Yes.
not silver.
Oh, that's pretty good. Can't complain about that. What do you think, Cress?
Cress's is gone. She chugged it.
What did you think?
It was good. It was cold. It was very cold.
Would you like another?
Sure. And Cress is gonna slide 1 gold across the bar.
Is that for 2 or is that for 1?
How much would you like it to be for?
You know what, Cress? Just pass it down.
Are you flirting with her, Chris?
Yes.
Always.
She says, well, we'll make it for 2 then. And she makes 2 drinks, hands you one, and then she downs the other.
Oh no.
Yeah, Cressida's gonna down hers now.
I need you to make Constitution saving throw, Cress.
Guess what?
These are powerful drinks.
19.
19, you hold your liquor pretty well.
I would hope so with a Constitution saving throw of 7. Would anyone else like one?
Nobody else would like a drink?
I'll sit in the boat.
Dear, you don't want one? Are you sure? These are kind of a specialty from where you come from. You're a snow elf, so you come from Kelderide like everyone else.
Avari, you're literally a snow elf.
Nobody asked you. No,
get
Flake,
many-
sorry.
Do you get many Azamar in these parts?
I can't say I do, although they're kind of scarce in this part of the world. Most of them, well, you know what happened.
It's been a while. Real tragedy though.
I am not familiar with what happened to the ASMR in this area. Could you...
Well,
in?
most of the ASMR in this part of the world years ago were put into slavery.
Oh.
You know, turned into the men. Most of the men turned into soldiers for their angelic blood, and most of the women turned into house servants.
Or who, may I ask?
It was kind of whoever could get their hands on them. Most of that ended whenever the Andala Republic was founded.
It's been a while since I learned that in ASMR class. They teach us our history well.
Did you really not know that? I thought it was kind of common knowledge.
I can't...
I guess when you talk to everybody every day and you hear everything everyone has to say for all hours of the day, you kind of just assume everybody knows everything.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. I wouldn't say any of us are around here.
How much do you know about the Brawlhalla Concord and like ASMR there?
I know what people have told me in passing. I don't think anyone's ever mentioned ASMR being in the Brawlhalla Concord.
So that's not like their normal stomping grounds?
No, I mean, rumors say that the ASMR come from the floating cities.
And the floating cities are... I'm not very good with my geography, I apologize.
As far as I know, they're urban legend. I couldn't tell you where they are, if even they exist.
Well, I mean, I exist, so they probably exist.
I suppose.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Well, for your time, Crusta's gonna slide over another 2 gold.
Oh, well, thank you. Tuck them into, like, her cleavage.
Tuck them in for her.
Tell her where you're staying.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
While this conversation is going on, I'm gonna either make a perception check or use my passive to see if anyone's maybe talking about the Tinker's Guild that Briar mentioned. Try and catch a name.
Roll a perception check.
Sure. Let's see. 17.
You overhear 2 people talking about it, and it seems that they... you overhear 2 people talking about a place known as the Mage Rites.
Mage Rites. Noted.
And you hear them mention things of a mechanical nature, and general insight will tell you that it's probably the Tinker's Guild.
Sure.
Still hanging out at your cheap place? Okay. Still hanging out on boat? Roll a perception check for me.
Kinda shitty.
How is that shitty?
For Tophin standards.
It was a slightly
you watch as-
below average roll.
Gregor comes down from the helm. Stradmill, Thadmill, please, watch over the boat. I'm going to head into town for a few minutes. And you watch Gregor
Last
kind of
time
step...
I followed him home to his family.
That's right!
His family here.
You did.
Maybe he has many families.
Oh, no.
Cheating bastard.
Watches Gregor
It might be
kind of...
agreed upon. You don't know.
As Gregor kind of throws on his captain's jacket, kind of buttons it up, fastens his belt, throws a pack over his shoulder, and walks down off the boat towards town.
I'll keep an eye for a bit, and then whenever I can kind of just leave without feeling like I just directly left behind him, I'm gonna follow him.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
21.
Okay. You get the sense you're following him without being seen or noticed. You kind of follow him through town, and he walks down to the end of the dock, and then kind of veers up an alleyway towards the far end of town.
Familiar. I want to see his fucking family again.
You keep following him for about 20 minutes. And eventually he comes to a building. And on the building, with a massive tea kettle on the side, and then in iron letters, it reads the Ironwell Tea Society.
That super seems like a front for something.
I don't know what you're talking about. Gregor kind of walks in. Following him in.
What's the window situation?
There are multiple windows around the outside of the building.
I want to kind of take a look at the layout of the place.
Okay. You peer in through one of the windows, and you can see there is a massive counter, and then just rows upon rows of various types of, or bookshelves with various types of teas and spices on them. There are various tables kind of laid out in front of this massive counter on the far end of the room, and you watch as Bregger walks up to the counter. Didn't understand what he's saying or hear what the man he's talking to is saying, but you see him set down his pack, and the man takes the pack and walks into the back room.
Sit there for a minute.
Kill him.
Just really didn't want to have to use, and I'll cast invisibility on myself,
Okay.
and then door gets opened. I guess. Open the door.
Okay. A couple minutes goes by and you eventually slip in through the door. What are you looking for? What are you doing?
Well, first of all, what's the sitch in the room? What's Bregger doing?
The room smells very strongly of tea. There are people kind of sitting, sipping tea, and having what appears to be sets of small little like cheese trays that are set out on the tables, and they're all kind of sharing, talking. Bregger's just kind of leaning with his back up, looking out over the people, waiting at the counter.
Yes, I will attempt to slip back. The person took Bregger's pack.
Stealth check at advantage, please.
That's a 22.
Aiden and Cress, you both have an inspiration.
Oh, neat.
Ow. I'm
22?
gonna need it.
Okay. You kind of like hop over the counter and just slowly begin maneuvering through the various people that seem to be back here brewing tea. Are you just pushing the door open into the back room?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay. You push open the door and you see the man kind of turn around. Oh, it's Letterman. He has Bregger's bag on the far end of the room with a chest up on a table.
I won't get closer to investigate.
You will?
Will. Yeah.
Okay.
Not like standing behind a shoulder going like, but
Make a perception check.
It'd be great if you did do that.
14.
He is stuffing physical golden bars into Bregger's bag
So the bar is coming from the chest.
from the chest. Like small, they almost look like credit cards, but maybe like half an inch thick. Full golden bars that he's just taking out and he's putting them all into Bregger's bag.
Does it look like did he take something out of Bregger's bag that's like still sitting there, or
Doesn't look like it. Varia, Toph, and Holland, you all have an inspiration.
oh cool.
Thanks!
And Zeros, odd man out. Oh, there it is. Zeros, you have an inspiration.
I didn't want it anyways.
True.
I'm gonna climb a tree.
Zeros
Okay,
gonna use
now give the DM 12.
Zeros gonna use his mod powers to refund his inspiration.
outside and look. I mean, I guess I'm gonna find out what's going on, see if, like... Did Breger's pack look full when he left?
No.
Like there was something in, or it was original? I could tell.
I mean, there might have been a
guess.
couple of things in there, but it was hard to tell. It definitely wasn't full.
Guess I will continue to observe.
Okay, he spends the next few minutes stuffing gold in his bag. What are the rest of you guys doing at the Nevermelt Cafe?
Press has bought another drink.
Okay.
Wandering back to
Other than
the...
What's the story behind the whole Nevermelt thing?
Oh, the Pyramid of Ice, it never melts.
You guys know why?
The owner and proprietor is an established wizard and enchanted it.
Oh, interesting. Is he in town by chance?
I think he normally resides in La Rosa, but I could check.
Sure, I'm sure he'd be an interesting person to have a conversation with.
He doesn't normally speak to patrons, but I could try.
If he's free.
She kind of looks over. Keep an eye on the bar. And one of the other human man walks over, and she kind of walks off into the back. I will go see if he's here.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second here.
You better be tipping her well, Holland.
Press.
I think he's leaving that to you.
Thanks, Alf.
I couldn't resist, I'm sorry.
Apologize. Alright, about 5 minutes goes by, and a elven woman walks out behind the small dwarven woman. She walks over to the bar. I was told you wished to speak to me.
Yeah, hello,
Chris.
Howland Brisamine. I'm a tinkerer based out of Zakarot, and I was just curious as to some of the magic that went into making this pyramid.
A combination of enchantments and evocation spells.
Interesting. Is it... perchance have any a smaller scale, like a sample size?
I do.
Could I purchase some off of you?
I sell them at the bar. They're called chilling orbs.
Chilling orbs. Okay. Cool. No fun. Thank you very much. I was just a fan of the work.
Well,
Curious how you did it.
always happy to tell. But if you'd like to purchase one, there are 50 gold at the bar.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You walk, she kind of just like turns and begins to walk back into the room.
Well, I suppose I'll buy a chilling orb then.
Okay. It's an on D&D Beyond.
Oh, cool.
And once you pull it up, please read it for chat.
Sure. Chilling orb. Let's see. Not come up. Add item. Oh, there it goes. I don't know why it didn't work that first time. Okay. Chilling orb. This small sphere, about 2 inches in diameter, appears to be a simple sphere of occluded ice. Yet the orb of cold never melts. Upon placing it within an average-sized drink, the beverage will be lowered to a crisp and refreshing, chilly temperature in a matter of minutes. The orb can cool up to a barrel of liquid to the perfect drinking temperature in just under an hour. These minor magical items are highly sought after by bar and tavern keepers for obvious reasons. That's pretty cool. Grab myself one of them bad boys.
So you have bought your chilling orb? What are the rest of you doing?
I've downed my third drink.
Constitution saving throw. As you're like downing your third drink, the dwarven one comes over. Whoa, little lady, you need to slow down. You're gonna be stumbling out of here.
Natural one.
Cress is drunk. Let's cut her off.
Good idea. Good idea. Hey, Cress.
What? This is so good, don't you think?
It is. It's really good. It's Do you want to leave the presence of alcohol at this time?
Can we go play in the sand? It's like make like sand castles.
You know what?
What if we made the golden harp out of sand?
Sure. Let's go build a sand harp. That sounds great.
Wait. And Crest leaves 5 gold on the counter as a tip.
Okay. Woman just kind of swipes him up. Thank you very much. We will never forget your patronage.
Thank you, my name is Cressida.
Thank you, Cressida. We will never forget you.
Oh, and also Cressida takes out... Let me see what I have in my inventory. What can I do with this?
Are you going to join them, or are you just staying in your room? Anywhere in town?
I'll go join them.
Okay.
Cressida really quick takes out, for some reason, she has 10 candles. She takes out a candle and really quickly carves the symbol of Magus Prime.
Okay.
And she sets it down on the counter to remember me by.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome. And she leaves.
She just kind of like picks up the candle and sets it underneath the counter.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Thank you. Always nice to have paying customers. What keeps us afloat?
I suppose we're
gonna go make sandcastles.
We're gonna go to the beach.
Okay. You guys wander down to the Ivory beach. Open. About 15 minutes has gone by, and they have finished stuffing as much golden bars into this sack as they can.
Yeah.
He lifts it up. It's very heavy. You can see it's just goes to begin to walking it back out.
Everyone else in back here just like totally doesn't pay any attention
He's the
to
only
this.
person back here right now.
I thought there's other people like.
There are other people that are at the counter making teas, not other people in the back room.
Gotcha. What is in this back room then, other than?
Make a perception check.
10.
Various iron kettles, like rows of them. You can get the sense that they're just maybe ones for the next day that they keep clean for obvious reasons. There are various like stacks of bags of different types of tea leaves and herbs and spices. There seems to be a desk area where you saw this man with the chest, and after he's done, he takes the chest, and you watch as he lifts up a false door, or like area in the floorboard, and it has a set of stairs that leads downward, and he just kind of sets it right on the first step, and then puts the door back, or the false floor back. It's right underneath his desk, and then he walks back out with the gold to the.
All of them back out.
Okay, so as the door opens, you quickly make your way out. And he takes takes the sack of gold over, and you just hear the as he sets it down. One of the guy looks up and he goes, "Must be a lot of tea in there." As he like looks at Breger. Breger just looks over. "Yeah, we're stocking up for the road, or the sea, I guess." Just kind of takes it, and he's a Goliath, so like nothing for him. But he just like throws it over his back. "Thank you. It was nice doing business with you."
Alright, now that that's done, I'm gonna go back to the back room and sneak down that door. Nice.
Okay.
Well, first, you said it's under his desk?
Yep, there's like a false floor under his desk.
I want to take a look at his desk first.
Okay. You walk back in, and again, as the door opens by itself, the man turns around. Okay. You walk in, you walk back over to his desk, make an investigation check. How long does your invisibility last?
An hour.
Okay. You got about 45 minutes left on it. 45 to 40.
Oh, yeah. 21.
Looking over his desk, there are various, books and papers. There are small little cups where you can see he has his own teas, and there are like physical like tea rings, like rings where a cup was left and set for a long time sitting on the desk. Other than that, it just looks like a businessman's desk.
Ledgers or...
You could probably find one.
And I'm like trying to rifle through it.
You definitely can find a ledger. Take the time to read through it.
I'm gonna kind of like flip it, see if it's like all like tea. If I notice Breger's name repeatedly.
Sure. Make a intelligence check for me.
15.
Looking through, you do indeed see Breger's name about on the dot on the same day every month. But besides that, nothing really fishy.
Does it say it's for tea or?
It does indeed say it is for tea. Like next to it, it just says monthly tea shipment.
Any weird parts about the desk, like drawers that won't open, like false bottoms to drawers?
Not that you find.
I will put it back how it was. Sneak down under this
Okay.
false floor.
As you kind of like lift open the bottom or the false floor, and the chest is just kind of sitting right there. Step over it, closing the floor as best you can above you.
Very careful to watch out for traps. Other such mechanism.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
17.
You slowly creak down the steps, and there's like each step just creaks the whole way down, and eventually you come to a dirt floor underneath this building. It's very dimly lit from a torch that seems to be flickering on the wall at the end of the room, where you can see there's a table. Making your way down to the end of the room, you find crates and crates, just kind of like hundreds of them all stacked up in various different areas, and there is a small little lagoon in here with a little cave.
Shit.
A little cave that seems to lead outward.
I want to check out some of the crates first.
Okay.
In being careful for traps.
As you...
It's just gonna end up being like fucking Mari's not there.
I know, I said you'll have Bari there touch you.
You begin investigating the crates. And you find crates full of aether crystals.
Fuck.
Why they're not governed?
Different colors, kind of similar to what I was seeing on the boat, I presume.
Correct.
Is this same area as the cave entrance?
Yeah, so there's a small little lagoon, and the lagoon is like... Oh, wait.
Like, is it lagoon, cave mouth, Cave is part of the lagoon?
Yeah, cave exits out into, presume, the ocean. And in the direction it goes, you get the sense that cave opens up directly beneath the dock.
So,
I
like,
wonder why.
submarine? Or like cave open to the ocean?
No, the cave opens up into the ocean underneath
Like
the dock.
So it's under the water.
No, it's above the water. It's just
Okay.
that it would open up basically right underneath the dock, because the dock sits a good 10 feet above the water.
Yeah, yeah. Not big enough to get like a boat through. Big enough to get like a dinghy through.
A rowboat. What's your passive perception?
16.
You hear splashing in the water, almost like the rowing of a boat.
Fuck. About to do what we did to these pirates to our own crew.
About a minute goes by, and eventually you see the rowboat from the Onyx Whisperer pulling up on shore with Ezra in tow, and all of the crates from that you investigated sitting on the back of her dinghy.
I'm just gonna, before it got there, I would like to be chilling on like atop one of the crate stacks.
Okay.
Like, where it seems like they wouldn't be stacking more crates.
Okay. Can you watch as
Presuming
Ezra
I have enough invisibility to last it.
You've got about 30-ish minutes left. See Ezra pulls up her boat up on deck, and then just ties it off to like a small little wooden stake that's kind of in the ground. And she begins offloading the various crates.
Okay.
Just begins setting the crates down in front of you, one by one.
Okay, I mean... I have... 2.
Eventually, about 10 minutes, 15 minutes of offloading, so you've got about 15 minutes of your invisibility left. Ezra unties her boat, begins pushing back out through the lagoon.
Was it just Ezra?
Just Ezra. I should mention there is a table in the far end of the room that you haven't looked at. Yeah.
Standard dinner table? Or like...
A table that's over underneath the torch. There's stuff on it.
Oh, I want to go check out the table now that Ezra's gone.
Make an investigation check for me.
Fuck. 7.
Easy enough to find. There is a massive black book on the top of the table.
Found it. That's what I was looking for. I would like to look at that one.
Reading through it, there are monthly shipments that kind of correspond with the same dates that you saw from Breger. Every time Breger brings in a shipment, it seems the next day a shipment goes out to a man named Koraya Regis in the Golden Coast.
For roughly, presumably, Aether comes in, Aether comes out.
You get the sense.
So many
Although,
crates then. Is the only shipments in this ledger book? Are there others?
there are others.
Same thing.
They all seem like they come from various corners of the globe. Ships you've never heard of, captains and merchants you've never heard of. All being shipped to the same man.
Stockpiling Aether about to.
Appear that way.
I'd imagine. Dive into the water.
Oh, I don't think the water would save you from all that Aether, dude.
I don't know, I'm a hero. I'm allowed to walk away from it.
Oh shit, you're right. As long as you don't look at it.
It's fine. I have my ability that as long as if I die, I go to 1 HP. The
As
first
long as
time.
you don't insta-die.
It doesn't say that.
As long as you don't insta-die.
Yeah, that explosion might be worse than the corpse of the Capitol. Yeah.
Oh, I have a feeling it would be by quite a few magnitudes. Any other interesting papers or drawers or anything on this desk?
It's just a circular desk. There's no drawers or nothing on it.
How are we wait?
No, they ship it out to him, I think. Comes to pick it up.
Correct.
Assuming I can't really discern that from...
You can
this.
see it does get picked up by the same ship every single time. A ship known as the Waymaker.
Very important, thank you. Alright, we're so about to go slaughter the Waymaker and steal their ship.
Yes!
I will get a boat one way or another, damn it.
Maybe Kelrick didn't sink 3 of them.
Kelrick!
They sank 2. They like crit cannonballed the mast of the 3rd. Okay, now that I know all of that info. Let's pull some of the I can find it.
Make an investigation check.
Because I know there's white ether in the shipment that they just brought in.
Yeah, but all the boxes look the same, so you don't know which box.
20. Sloppy 20.
Your invisibility runs out just as you find the box of white aether. How much of it?
Much as I can hold.
You have the handy haversack, so you can hold all of it
That's
if you want it.
fair. They're like big, right? They're like
Lots and lots of gold.
going to put one in each pocket. They don't like clatter around and explode. Not knowing how this works.
I don't think that's how the handy haversack works, but
Well, I mean, it is just a bunch of interdimensional spaces.
Yeah.
So, like, presumably if I loaded a space full of aether and they got friction, he would just... Now, I don't
Yeah.
know if anything bad would happen, but...
Like, tear a fabric in the
I
reality of
mean-
that pocket
Well,
dimension.
like, I might yeet myself into the astral sea like Campaign 2.
I will
Wow.
I will text you the amount of white aether you have.
Cool.
I want you.
I'm gonna text him the amount of white aether
Why?
he has.
Probably because the Tinkerers are gonna have the jaws drop.
Aria wishes to know.
Ari's not gonna know.
Got a wish
What a
ball?
rude bitch.
And then I guess
I got
I'll
match
just...
gay ball.
I guess I'll just swim out.
Okay.
I'll put my mask on
Okay.
and then swim out the cave.
As you swim out, the place where you guys docked is a direct V line, and you can see as you're like swimming out, like Ezra is like climbing up back onto deck from the dinghy.
Mountain around, I guess, to a
Okay.
non-ship location too.
Eventually, you can see down the coastline your fellow party members playing in the sand. Meaning, Cress.
Yeah. Holland's just sitting there.
Holland's there, Zeros is there, Varia's there.
No, I'm not.
You said you were going with.
No, I didn't.
Okay, what are you doing then?
I literally said I was going back to the inn.
Okay, you go back to the inn.
Okay, who's all on the beach?
Sounds like everybody but Avaria, unless Kelrick says differently.
I'm in my beach wear.
Cool. Well, I guess while we're on the beach, I'm gonna use minor magnetism to create like
Okay,
a
you're gonna-
5-foot tall pile of sand that we have to work with.
Okay. I don't know if that's how that works.
There is iron in sand. And I need ferrous metals to use minor magnetism.
That's true.
Okay. So you make a pillar of sand.
Yes. Alright, Crust.
Giant sand dog.
What do you want to do with it?
I just want to make big sand.
Cool. Spud is going to come up next to you, and out of the back of his shell, he's going to have his little extendo arm, but this time there's going to be a tiny little sand shovel on the end of it. He's gonna help you start building your sand castle.
Awesome. Cressida's gonna build her sandcastle.
Okay, make a dexterity check for me to see how good it looks.
Oh, is this a disadvantage?
Yes, because you're drunk.
Aww.
I don't
said
know, man. I can put
dexterity
together
check?
But
pretty
Spud is
bomb-ass
helping, so wouldn't
sandcastle
that even
on
it out?
Isle Beach.
Sure, you can take it as a straight roll because
Maybe
Spud's
it's that
helping.
level of drunk where you're like surprisingly good.
Drunk savant.
19.
It looks fairly good.
I'm definitely imagining this as Spud building the sand castle, and Cress is like, oh, I'm gonna like my finger to put a little mermaid right there.
I'm gonna stick this flag on the highest point.
Alright. So, now that it's getting later into the day and the sun is beginning to set, what are you guys doing?
I eventually walk up and kind of like chill in the sand. Hey guys,
Oh, hey, Tophin, where'd you come from?
ocean.
It's not the weirdest thing I've heard in a while.
I don't think they heard you, Cress.
Sorry, what'd you say, Cress?
Tophin, would you like to help me with my sandcastle?
Absolutely, I would love to help.
Cressida hands Tophin 2 rocks. And and 1 shell.
Okay. Where do these go?
I don't know.
She had a little...
Been there, done that. Glad we had a good time. Did we get rooms?
We did. We got them at the...
Shit.
It was at the Summers Horizon Inn and Spa.
The Summers Horizon Inn and Spa.
That does not sound like the place Brager told us about.
No, but it was a little bit more reasonable. We decided to go 4-star instead of 5-star. We're still getting like 3 hots.
You
and hot
do
the whole time.
realize we have so much money, right?
We do, but it didn't really come down to it. Varia put her warhammer on the table. Cress led the conversation. You can imagine how things went.
Fair enough, but did you get rooms for all of us? I saw Zeros going somewhere else to like this real shitty dive bar.
Zeros just kind of walked out. We don't know where he went.
He's back with you guys now.
Oh, right. Hey, Zeros. You do not have a room yet, but we can get you checked out.
I mean, you can check me out as much as you'd like, Colin.
God, the twinks in this group.
What'd you find out?
So, they were delivering Aether that I found on the boat,
Sure.
to this tea shop in town. Luckily, I did not follow him to family this time. That would
That's a
have been
plus.
awkward. But so this tea shop is clearly some sort of front for
It's a butt.
receiving and shipping these Aether shipments. I got a name that they go to in the Golden Coast. Don't know where my notebook disappeared.
You're fine.
Don't
Sure.
have notes on everything.
Who's it going
but
to?
Mariah Regis.
Would
The
I...
host of Want to Be a Millionaire.
Is it a popular tinker's name, or is that a... is it like a history check kind of...
History check.
16.
Never heard of him.
Interesting. I can't say that I'm familiar.
And then I did get a name for the boat that picks up the Aether, takes it to him. Because while I was there, I did watch Ezra come in with all of the Aether and drop it off into their storeroom, which is why I was in the ocean, because it's in the cave, under the dock, that you get to
Sure.
by rowboat.
That makes sense.
I also stole a good chunk of white Aether while I was in there.
You stole white Aether.
I pulled one of the giant, like,
My God, Tophin!
I just texted you how much white aether you have.
Big number.
5.
I need to know how much aether you're carrying right now.
More than this.
Like softball size.
Yeah.
About how much more of this?
Quite a bit more than this.
More than 5? Or
There's six of them.
6.
Oh.
Do you want to play catch with it?
That's...
Want to catapult it?
I'm gonna cast shield. even at the joke, that's a shield for me.
Cressida is very drunk.
Yes.
And sees the shiny object in Topin's hands
Oh
and
god.
starts making grabby hands towards it.
Cressida. No.
But it looks so good on a sandcastle.
You know what?
No.
I agree. It can go on the very top as long as we don't touch it.
Okay.
And I will put it there.
Okay.
I'll take it and put it on top of the sandcastle.
Holland is like actually 5 seconds away from a full-on panic attack. DM, as a tinkerer, how can I estimate how bad this could go with 6 softball-sized chunks of white aether? What damage that could do?
I did put them all in different pockets of the haversack
Roll an Arcana check.
because I was worried. I could have taken more, but I didn't.
I
Should have taken
trust
more.
you. I'm just saying that I don't trust the
Castle
white rods.
could
25.
With the right situation, that amount of aether could level this entire city.
I'm going to pick up this aether with my left hand very carefully.
Is your left hand the mechanical
It's
one?
my fleshy hands,
Oh.
and I'm
My
going
fleshy
to
hand.
as after. I don't want to risk anything. I'm gonna very gently.
Hand malfunctions.
Oh my god! I'm going to very gently put it back in the haversack. I'm real here. But actually,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of things to unpack there with that much aether and where we got it. For now, I just want you to be as physically aware of your surroundings.
There's a reason I put them in the bag that literally exists in a different space. I figure if it blows up, nothing bad probably happens.
Something bad always seems to
Nothing
happen.
bad
There's that much
probably
aether around.
happens.
Like, I don't know. Something horrible might go wrong, but it can't really be worse than it just blowing up in my pocket. Like, I don't think we could revive me if one of these blows up and I get scattered into a billion pieces.
There's not going to be anyone left to cast Revivify Tophin.
That's my point.
Okay.
So, that's why they're in the pocket dimensions, in hopes that if something does go wrong, it's kind of just like a is all we feel. And maybe the pocket no longer exists, but
That's best case scenario.
that's still better than me and the rest of us becoming piles of goo.
Agreed. So
I'm so tempted to juggle these, by the way.
so this is all also taken from Brigger and Ezra.
Well,
Yes.
they had already stolen it.
Who said they stole it?
Sold it, sorry. So I stole it from who they sold it to, technically.
That's true, but that means that Brigger and Ezra could get in trouble with them and do that to our ally. Or
I could go back and switch it out for Aether from someone else.
that I don't have as much of a problem with. If we're going to be carried around a city city flattening amount of aether, we might as well not take our friends.
Fine, I'll be back. Walk to the edge of the beach and then just boom, into the
Taking
water.
anyone with you?
No.
Is anybody following him?
They're more than welcome to follow, but I just dive into the water and start swimming.
You know what? Yeah, I'll follow him. Why not?
Cressida's left sitting in the sand in front of her, like, sandcastle, which begins to crumble.
Spud is, like, very sadly using his little shovel to try and keep it back together.
Thank you, Spud.
Crest Kelrick, are you going with or staying on the beach?
Cresta's ass
I'll
is in
go
the
with.
sand.
Okay. So,
Because he's holding a thermal detonator.
the three of you, or the two of you follow Tophin.
Wait, who else is? Kelrick follow?
Kelrick and follow. Kelrick and
I
Colin.
didn't hear what he said.
The two of you follow Tophin about a 10-minute swim back into the lagoon. I need all three of you to make stealth checks as you're swimming through.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to kind of chill and let me go first, make sure what's in there. But
Stealth 19. I'll take that.
same.
13.
So they kind of stop and they're treading water. What are you doing?
And make sure no one's there.
Perception check.
14.
Looking around, the room appears empty. Just the crates on the far end of the room.
Okay, I'm gonna walk in and kind of take a sweep, make sure it's cool. No one's in there, as far as I can tell.
As far as you can tell.
Okay, and then I'll like action for them.
Sure.
But to be quiet.
I will hang back in the water for just a little bit longer. Kind of keep my eye on the stair. I can see it from that.
You can.
Okay.
Kind of like out of the corner. What are you doing?
I guess I just aether back,
You put your 6 chunks of white aether back.
and then I go searching through the other crates to find white aether.
Make an investigation check.
21.
Does not appear any more white aether in any of these crates.
Small problem. There's no other white aether. So if I want to steal white aether, I have to steal. I could steal other aether, I guess. Is there any other aether that big?
Varying sizes.
I personally don't care. I took this because I figured you guys wouldn't want it to be somewhere else.
Yeah, but I don't see the point in undercutting Berger's shipment. He's been fine with us so far.
Have a way of making it appear like there's still the white aether in there. Is that a thing any of you magic-y people can do?
Not me, no.
Not really. The only way you can be able to fake that is artificially.
Well, I was thinking more like illusions or other such
Oh, not me. No.
things, not...
I don't mind undercutting somebody else's ship.
Well, I will gladly take others. I just was taking the white aether because... intrigues me.
That's very dangerous at work.
You know what I mean.
I know, but maybe,
I have no interest in it, personally. I took it for you two dummies.
and that's very. But that's.
Also, we should be quick because we are in someone's secret basement full of aether.
What's your passive perception?
16.
Passive perception?
12.
Kelrick, passive perception?
12.
Tophin, you hear the upper floor creak.
Oh shit. Go, 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 go,
I'm
go.
gonna go under the water and start swimming out.
Did you put the white aether back?
Yeah, I put it back.
Did you grab any others?
Not yet. We were discussing it.
Okay. Did you guys swim back over to the, or you run back over to the water? Make stealth checks for me.
I just cast invis on myself.
Okay. Does not mean you don't make no noise in the water.
No, I'm not in the water.
Okay.
I just stayed on land and
Josh,
cast
is that
invis.
cocked?
So stealth
Sloppy
with advantage.
20.
Sloppy 20, yeah, yours is an advantage.
Oh, those are shit-tastic. 14.
Fine, Toph. If we're going down, we're going down together.
That same man that was dealing with Gregor comes downstairs. Kind of like peers around the corner. Somebody there.
Must have been the wind.
He just starts looking around. You see him kind of like whisper something, and then he walks back upstairs.
He was casting spell? Or seemed like he was talking to something.
It's like he was talking to something. Didn't have anything in his hands, just was whispering.
I'll try to quietly just kind of the water and move away.
Okay.
Side the walls if I had to shimmy.
He did walk back upstairs, so.
Oh, he did. Well, okay, let me... As a person, me, I have a general idea of what happened.
Okay.
But I don't want to metagame.
You're fine.
So what would Tophin realistically get out of that? As a relatively
knows-
intelligent boy.
Open no spells. So, you guys.
'Cause I'm assuming he talked to like an imp or some creature. Alex isn't some.
Three of you
Yeah, I
continuing
get
out the
back to
cave.
them and then motion to leave. Back later and blow it up.
If you want like half this continent to be deleted,
I have a question about my Divine Clash spell.
Yes.
If my sight aided by some sort of device or magical means, I cast it from extreme distance. Yeah, I was looking through a telescope.
No, that's not really how that works.
Sad. I was thinking like big telescope, look into the cave.
You might be able to find ways to increase the range, but not that one. Not that way.
I figured how much I wanted to ask.
You're fine.
The first time I'd ever thought about it, like range of sight. I could see it. I'll swim this back over to Cress.
Cress has made 2 more sand castles. They're really sad looking.
Me too, Cress.
I can't get this tower to stand up.
Here, let me help you. And
Ari, have you gone to join them back on the beach at all?
No, at this spot.
They've been gone about an hour, so you could have had plenty of time at the spa.
Oh no, she gets unlimited spa time.
we did
Just
just spend a
shaking it.
good while on the ocean. Can't say I blame her.
So I will help Cress build some more stable sand castles.
Thank you.
Make a dexterity check.
I'll build those. Natural 20. 25.
You make a beautiful sandcastle.
Cress is crying.
Friggin' weenie.
As you guys are kind of sitting there, and Tophin has just finished making this beautiful sandcastle. Kelric, Tophin, Zeros, what are you doing?
Guess I'm
So-
watching Tophin make a sandcastle.
Okay.
So sad that I gave that white ether back.
I'm gonna flip through my modification or blueprints, see if I could come up with anything with the chilling orb I just bought
I'm putting this.
at the Nevermill.
Make an intelligence check for me.
Oh, that's not cool. 10.
10. There are probably some implications you can make.
Add it to the project.
How late is it into the...
Yeah, the sun has begun to set and it is getting towards
Yeah, I'm
bedtime.
going back to my room.
I do have some stuff while I'm sandcastling.
Okay.
I just kind of want to talk to everyone. I did learn the name of the boat that ships the Aether to Mr. Regis,
Right.
and presumably it leaves tomorrow with it. That seems to be the pattern. If we wanted to do something about that, we could. Even if it's just attempt to charter passage on said boat to get to the Golden Coast.
Like that idea.
And then kill Mr. Regis.
Well,
I like that idea.
Or steal from him.
yeah,
Either works.
We could
I guess I
certainly
don't
see what
understand what's the obsession with this Aether delivery.
I just assumed you two cared about it.
I'm certainly interested in who's
Based
funneling
on-
this much Aether to themselves personally.
Based on both of your relative obsessions with Aether. And it not being in the right... It being in the wrong hands. Is all. I'm totally fine to leave it alone. I had the information. And I wasn't sure if you would care.
I think we've got enough on our plate, but if you guys really want to, we can.
I mean, at the end of the day, we don't do anything except for our, like, we're doing things that we want to do right now. So if this is something we want to, yeah, if this is something we want to take on and investigate, let's do it.
It would get us to the Golden Coast faster.
And at the very least, we could get to the Golden Coast that way, or instead of doing that, we could hire a guide through the Deshire Wastes and try to find our whatever everyone but me and Zeros were contracted to find, and then get there that way and try to two birds, one stone it. Or we get back on a boat, or we could chill here for a few days. I know all of you apparently did not pay for the nice resort. I would gladly pay for the nice resort for a few days for us to stay there and kind of just take a break and pamper ourselves a bit. We did kind of save the world. No, it wouldn't be bad for any of us to drink, get pampered, and get laid.
Now, I suppose you are right, Token. It's been an interesting while, for sure.
But I'm also fine with continuing to move on. I mean, that's the life. Obviously I have things that I want to accomplish sooner rather than later, as do most of us. I don't know, it's up to the group. We've got lots of options at the moment.
I agree. If we want to continue adventuring, I see right now our two main options are either go to the Golden Coast or head through the Deshire Wastelands right now. That's definitely where we have things going on. What does everyone want to do right now? Obviously, I have business in Zakarat, but Tophen, also, your family is also in danger, and that's just as, if not more important.
It also may be too late, I don't know. Been a long time, and realistically they weren't much of a family to me to begin with. but still feel like I have to at least try.
Matters to you, then it matters to us.
And I mean, I can go and do that on my own if that's not what the group wishes. Well, my burden, my family, I can go and maybe find our friend again that turned into a flaming bird and flew away, with their help. And we could, night later, it's whatever.
Can we get a hold of her? Howard, can you get a hold of her? She'd probably make a great guide through the waste. Probably.
Josh, call Deborah.
Over Chicago. Yeah, I mean, I could. That's what we want to do.
I don't know how much she knew about the wastes, however.
I suppose, but she would make a good lead.
I mean,
I don't have my notebook in front of me, but DM, I
certainly
believe
worth
she was
asking.
from there.
Absolutely.
She is from the Deshaya Wastelands.
I thought she was
perfect.
from the.
Or sorry, she's
Sacred
from the Sacred Gardens. She has traveled the Deshaya Wastelands.
Hmm.
Well, not as good, but
I mean, I'm of a mind we should just continue on a chartered ship, but we want to go through these wastelands for this agreement we made, then let's make good on it.
Well, my thought is going through the wastelands still gets us where we're trying to go. And while it is more dangerous, we are equipped for danger, and if it does allow us to complete this contract along the way, worth the extra time, and if it doesn't, maybe we are able to learn more, or find more interesting things, or...
And of course, it also puts us closer to your family faster.
It does. It gives us multiple options if we choose to go that direction. To be perfectly honest, I'm kind of tired of being on a boat, but I also would hop back on if it meant we were getting to our destination. It really depends on how everyone feels. I am open to the group's decision. So how does everyone feel? How does everyone else want to take this?
I'm just along for the ride.
I'll tell you what, does anyone have a dice set? We could solve this, leave it up to fate.
Actually, I think I do. Oh, I'm playing cards in the dice.
Oh look, I have a dice set. I don't have a dice set. I'll go buy one. Who cares? Somebody roll a d20.
Flip a seashell.
How
What
do we
are our
wanna divvy it up?
outcomes?
The outcome.
The way I see it, it's charter a ship to the Golden Coast or the Shire Wastelands.
Sure. Let's do, I don't know, odds or Golden Coast, evens or Deshire Wastelands.
Odd.
Golden Coast it is.
I mean... Yep, I get.
So do we want to try to get passage on that ship, Tofin, or are we just going to get any old? And maybe even talk to Berger, maybe he kind of grown attached to us.
Well, if we don't have... Basically, if you and Holland aren't necessarily interested in investigating this other ship, I would say let's just talk to Berger.
I'm
It's
curious
out
about
of our wheelhouse and none of our business.
I'm curious about this ship that the Seafarer is going, but I think Brager's probably our best place to start.
We do also have a name in the town, so we can investigate once we get there, should we desire.
That's true.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with going with Breaker. Should probably let him know so they can stock and do their usual thing.
Yeah.
And who am I rooming with?
Alan and I.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Sir.
3 twinks in a bed.
That's what I was going for.
Whatever.
That's fine. We'll all fit. We're small enough.
You think I'm sleeping on the
3
floor?
twinks in a bed, 5 part, because they're
Not in
not
high
gay.
school. Gay barrier, right, Josh? Wow. Luke started it.
Oh god.
Love it.
Alright, well, as you guys find your way back to your various rooms and bed down for the evening, we're going to take our break.
Back on the ocean.
So, guys, don't go nowhere. Join us back here in a few minutes. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to grab some drinks and rehydrate, and then we will continue on with the journey.
because I know Chad can hear me, and I know probably some of you are sitting in that room there. I wanted to apologize for having to go remote last minute today. I totally, both to you guys and to Chad, I totally scheduled something and didn't realize because we did the week swapping thing a couple
It's fine. Nobody cares.
weeks back. Yeah.
The fact that you're even here.
Anyway,
is
fuck
that-
you.
Yeah.
It is kind of impressive. I had to put on the mojo when it came to the driving.
Yeah. How was the drive to Chicago?
It's fine. I found a Porsche and a Prius that were both doing 95.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right, I'll just hang back a couple 100 feet.
Yeah.
No.
Which way did you take? Did you go through
It's pretty close.
oh,
I mean, that was like
Blono or Champagne?
Don't know. I just drove.
She's
By
upset that you
55.
didn't stop to see her.
50, 55, or 70?
55.
Or 57, but okay.
that would be
So you
the
went through
dumbest
Blono.
route ever.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So my fraternity brothers are fresh week. They're going next. I don't know who. That's pretty good. What kind of what kind of check
jeez.
is that?
Oh man. Didn't even notice you were gone. Damn.
Oof.
Alright. So, getting back into it. You guys all awaken the next morning? Are we
It
on?
was muted. It's unmuted now.
Okay.
Solid is unmuted, right?
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna see if anyone wanted to try and talk to Gregor and Ezra in the evening before we.
You all awake the next morning in your various abodes since Zeros decided to stay elsewhere. What would you like to do today? And you
Spooning
can all get your
Kelric.
long rests.
Elric, we're spooning.
Before Cress went to bed, she resummoned Elkie.
Okay.
That sounds like something Drunk Crest would do.
Tophin,
like-
that's awful interesting considering I'm sleeping on the floor.
Oh, I would not let you sleep on the floor.
I guess hold for.
Is there only one bed? Or is
There's
there two
only
beds?
one bed.
Well, RP at bedtime then. Elric, what the hell are you doing?
What do you mean?
Why are you sleeping on the floor?
This is how I've slept in almost everywhere we've been.
We have a
As
bed.
I pretty much have taken off my pack and used it as a pillow.
We have a bed.
And you've probably only got a couple minutes before Spud hops on here instead of you.
Hey, building castles. It's not easy building castles.
Why don't you sleep in the bed with us?
Yeah, because you don't have...
Yeah, it's broken. It's so broken.
Oh,
Oh,
you see what I dealt with.
Kelric? Bed?
Yeah?
With us?
Good.
Hop in?
I'm okay. Oh boy. About as insistent as Cressida.
Yes, you picked some very insistent traveling companions.
I don't know if pick's the right word, more of ran into.
Well, we'd all share the bed, right, Holland? There's plenty of space.
You guys are all like, nut to butt? Yeah.
I have no issues with
Well,
that.
that's fine. I'll just like detach my arm for the night, so we have a little bit of extra room. It's all good. I can lay on my right side and I'll be perfectly level with the bed.
Wow.
Stick me right up against the wall. It's fine.
Oh god.
It's fine. The salt water's got my joints a little sore anyway. It's all good.
Well, if you would prefer the floor for whatever reason, I guess go for it. And then
You
I'll
gonna
cuddle
pay
with
for me?
Holland.
Works for me.
I am.
That was quick.
Who's the middle spoon?
No one, apparently.
No.
Oh.
It's Bud's the
Little spoon,
littlest
best
spoon.
Spud is on the foot of the bed. He's just chilling.
Yeah.
You can definitely feel like the wood kind of creak as
Yeah,
he
the
gets
600
up.
pound turtle.
100 pounds. Hold on, hold on. Now, by casting large...
So, after you guys finish up your bed shenanigans, you all awake the next morning. Well rested. What do you want to do today?
Well, we should probably let Berger know what we plan on doing.
How much do we want to tell him?
Realistically, just tell him that I'd like to charter them to go to the Gold Coast.
Do we want to ride with Breaker and Ezra? We're not
I thought
gonna
that-
hop on the Wayfarer? But that's totally me. If that's fine. You know what? That works. Breaker and Ezra to the Golden
I
Coast.
thought we decided on Berger and Ezra, the Golden
Yep,
Coast.
that works.
Because
Awesome.
that was easier, and we weren't sure how if we wanted to like get involved with
Sure, that works.
Wayfarer.
Fine, we can ask some questions on it.
So
Well, then I suppose we have a little...
head to Berger and be like, hey,
Sure.
Okay. You make your way back to the boat. Who's all going?
I'll go.
I'll go.
Everybody?
Are we leaving?
Also, Dustin, check your
no,
phone.
we're not leaving.
Okay, I was gonna say, I paid for 3 fucking nights,
No, we're
bitches.
just telling them that we want to leave. so
Hold
they
on,
can get
damn, really
prepared.
important
Okay,
Crest
no.
question. How hungover is Crest right now? After a nat 1.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me, Cress.
Hey, I don't get disease.
It's not a disease. It's a self-ailment.
You said
Con save.
24.
Cress is feeling great this
Oh,
morning.
I wish I could wake up with a 24 after a night of drinking.
No shit.
It's alright, I woke up with a 5 last week after drinking.
I have doubts
Yeah.
that it was even a 5.
Okay.
What's
Yeah.
your dirty 30, Matt?
A lot of fun.
Was a lot of fun, thank you.
Dustin, check your phone.
So we're at the Onyx Whisper, yeah?
So, you guys board the deck of the Onyx Whisper, and you find Gregor, who's kind of messing around with some of the ropes, kind of tying off some of the rigging. Are you guys ready? You guys staying? What's the plan?
I think we'd like to travel with you to the Golden Coast, or charter you, whatever the situation may
Say,
be.
if you guys paying the way, we'll take you.
Sure.
There are other ships going that way, but we like the company.
If it's not a burden, I think we'd like to travel with you. We've appreciated our time on the ship, and
So long as that man, and he points towards Kelric, keeps all those pirates off us.
I don't think we'll have to worry about many pirates anymore.
Well, when do you guys want to sail off then?
I think we have another 2 nights at
That
our end.
actually would work out great, because that gives us days to gather supplies, although the supplies are going to come from your pocketbooks.
I'll gladly pay for it. I just don't really want to have to run around and collect it all, if that works.
Call it 1,000 gold pieces for supplies, 1,000
Oh my
gold pieces for
God!
travel.
I'll split the
I
difference.
throw
with
them
you,
2
Token.
grand.
Okay.
That works.
Well, 2 days from now, dawn, we set sail.
Wonderful. You know, Breaker, if your crew's got some extra cash on hand, little chili orb things, they're great. I picked one up at
Oh, I
the,
don't
at the
like calling it
cafe.
a chili orb.
Well, I just... oh, wait.
No. No, 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 no,
And then
no.
follow.
I'm imagining an
It's fine.
orb of chili.
Yeah. Why?
I think
Because
that'd be
before it
pretty
was like a
great.
chilled orb,
It's
and he
fine.
called it a chili orb.
It's a
and
Midwestern thing.
when you
it's
say
fine.
chili, it makes me think of like
These chilling
horrible
orbs
stew.
are really cool. No pun intended. I
It's
keep
disgusting.
saying it.
Chili's my soul.
Yeah, they are. Why I recommended the Nevermelt Cafe. It's an interesting place.
I was actually able to speak to the wizard who made the Nevermelt Pyramid. It was very interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, she's not normally in town.
Well.
What'd you just ask him? Sorry, I was insulting.
Oh, I was telling
Tell
him
me
about the
chili.
orb
Gotcha.
that I bought. Well, I suppose that I'm gonna go check out Tinkerers Guild, the
Mage rights.
Mage Rights. I'm gonna see what's up. Anyone want to come with?
I think I am going to take a spa day, if that is something we have available to us.
You know what?
You and Aria?
What's up, Keller?
I'll join you.
Are there any tacky souvenir shops?
Well, the Tinkerers Guild is a tacky souvenir shop.
No, an actual tacky souvenir shop.
Make an investigation check.
I'm not good at those,
Fizzling
man.
stuff isn't cool, Tack. What's up
That's
with
a natural 1.
You can't find one.
Okay, Tofin,
Yes, dear.
will you find me a tacky souvenir shop?
No, I think we could accomplish that. You want to just kind of explore, maybe find some like bread and other things too? That seems to be our
Yeah.
thing when we go to cities, so.
Yeah.
Varia, I will join you in the spa in a bit.
Oh no, Aria never left.
Well,
That's
Just like an
right.
overnight meditation.
are we within 120 feet of our place we're staying?
Currently, no.
How much work would it be? Fuck it, I don't need to tell Varia I'll be coming with her. She doesn't
Aria
care.
don't give a fuck.
Come on, Crest, let's go.
Alrighty.
Investigation check.
8.
It takes you guys about 2 hours. But eventually you find a small little shop that says Deshia's Treasures.
You love this group.
Tofin, what's it say?
Open. Says Deshia's Treasures.
Okay,
It seems like the place we want to be.
go in.
After you.
You like open it and a small little bell rings.
Hello?
You enter in, there's like small little like shirts made, there's hats, there's little trinkets, and there's some various items on the walls.
Just like Uranus
Nah.
in Missouri.
Is there like
The town.
a
I'm assuming
I
Matt's
thought-
Matt's anus doesn't
I don't
have
know, like a-
t-shirts in
like
it.
a-
Although whatever you
a
guys get up to
fun-
is your own business.
is there like a D&D equivalent of a Hawaiian shirt?
You could find one.
Yeah, Crest is gonna grab one of those.
Okay.
What else seems fun and interesting in the shop?
Roll a perception check for me.
Natural 20.
Oh, fucking.
There
It was
is
4 hours to find the shop, but
a necklace you find on one of the walls that is just in the shape of a perfectly carved little beer stein on a necklace.
Oh, what?
Like a little beer stein, almost like a shot glass on a necklace.
I know what this is.
Hello? How much for this? Crest would like take it and run up to the counter along with her little Hawaiian shirt.
Keep it full of salt water.
As you run up to, you find a Leonin man.
Ooh.
Yes, dear.
How much for these?
Well, I could part with it for 200 gold.
What's it do?
Instead of him explaining it, you may look up the Amulet of the Drunkard.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It turns alcohol into a healing potion, more or less.
Oh, that's an actual thing? That's
Yeah.
awesome. Let's store up some of that Never Melt special in there.
Dude, if I could get healed from drinking Long Island's instead of getting pain from drinking Long Island's, I would
Yeah,
never
that's
stop
bad.
That's
drinking.
an alchemy jug and you're set.
Okay. You know what? I'll take it. How much for the shirt?
For the shirt or the amulet?
Both.
Both together. Plus,
Uh,
is there like a straw hat?
Yeah, I have hats on the wall.
Cresta grabs one of those as well.
Total, 200 gold and 5 silver.
Alright. Cressida looks to Tofin.
I've got it, Cressida.
Will you
Hand me your gold.
count it out? Okay,
Yes.
there you go. Tip him 10.
I hand him 21 platinum.
Oof. Okay.
That's 200.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. I have
And
this fun
That's the
amulet
shirt and the
now.
hat, correct?
The shirt, the hat, and the amulet.
That she stole. Island.
I stole a hat?
Yeah,
Oh, that was me.
Oh, that was you. Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Get your thieves right.
Oh,
Yeah, getting
it was
my
the
sister's.
it was the other agent of chaos. Yeah.
What are you talking about? Maria's been good this episode.
Almost collapses. Luxury. Anything? Any other like trinkets or baubles that seem interesting? I'm assuming we got everything of versus 20.
With a natural 20, you do find one other item. 1 second, I'm looking up my description for it.
Cressida puts
Oh,
on
really?
the necklace, and then puts on the Hawaiian shirt, and then puts on the straw hat.
Does she put the shirt on over her armor?
Yes.
Nice. Business casual. Me.
So I should have showed up to dinner. Full armor with a Hawaiian shirt over top.
You find another trinket on the wall that is in like a glass case. And you can see it is a silver chain, and at the bottom of it there is a circular obsidian circle with platinum rings kind of woven around it.
What is this?
The man kind of looks at, that's an amulet of the plains.
Shit, that sounds cool. Can I look up what it does?
Yeah, you can. I will read it for chat. While wearing this amulet, you can use an action to name a location that you're familiar with on a plane of existence. You make a DC 15 intelligence check. On a successful check, you cast the plane shift spell. On a failure, you and each creature of the object within 15 feet of you travel to a random destination. You roll a D100. On a 1 through 60, you travel to a random location on the plane you named. On a 61 through 100, you travel to a randomly determined plane of existence.
I want it. I want to use
You're not there.
How much is it?
this.
This is 200k gold.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Sure is purple.
Fair enough. That's a bit out of our price range, but I appreciate your time.
Can you put it on hold? Or do you have a credit system?
I could fuck
perhaps?
him, but I don't think I'm a 200 grand lay.
Wait, sir, do you have a credit system perhaps?
Not with that attitude.
No.
What about, what if I spread your good name of the shop?
No.
Well,
Enter into an arcane contract with him.
I could spread some other things to help lower the price.
Make a persuasion check.
Seeing eagles in here.
I had to fucking do it. You set me up for it. 24.
Sorry. Not my type.
Well, fair enough.
Oh, he's not my type.
Press!
He's not my
Take
type.
one for the team, Chris!
Sir, what is your type?
The feline variety.
Got none of that here.
Does anyone have Alarin's contact information?
I heard y'all talking about my cat like that.
Well, fair enough, good sir. Thank you for everything. Have a
No.
lovely day.
It'll still be here if you come back. Nobody ever buys it.
Maybe
I'd
it's
imagine
nice.
not many people have that much gold, sir, but
Somebody will.
somebody will.
Thanks for this.
Don't go drinking too much.
Both our Presskins walk out and find like pastries.
Easy enough to find a cart of pastries wandering through the plaza.
kind of pastries?
Whatever pastries you want them to be.
I just
Apple.
kind of want to buy all of them.
To
And
buy out the whole
papaya.
cart, do it with a couple gold pieces.
I'll just hand it in.
Oh, we're gonna fuck up this local economy.
Here
too.
we go
Let's do it.
again. the little old lady's just like, thank you. Turns around, walks away.
Of course. Wonderful day.
Did we also just buy the stand?
Yeah, she just like walked away with her cart.
It is.
You
You just bought her cart.
didn't want the card. I just wanted the bread.
It's fine. We'll put it in the pocket mark.
Wait, Cressida like grabs the cart. Tophin, do you know how to make pastries?
Not really. You know, my mother wasn't really around.
Yeah.
Being a goddess and all, I was never really taught how to bake. I'm good at stealing pastries.
Just take the
It's
chef
fine.
feet, bro.
Let's mark these up.
Oh my god.
I don't think you're gonna make back 10 gold.
I don't. I think we should just eat them.
But what do we do with the cart?
I was gonna kind of just leave it and maybe she'd take it back or someone else could use it. We're getting back on a boat. We don't really need the cart.
We might.
And we left another cart with our horses, like on a different continent.
They're at a stable.
Technically the same continent.
Same continent, different country.
Alright.
I
I'll
mean,
take
if you
care of
want to do something with the cart, we can.
I don't know of many things we could do.
DM, is there a big hill anywhere in this city?
No, it's mostly flatlands.
Can we make it into a boat? Like a thingy? Can we, like, take it out to sea?
You can sure try.
I mean, I guess we could take it for like extra wood.
The
Oh, wait.
pastries can be used on our voyage. We could surprise the... We could surprise the crew.
Sure, sounds lovely.
Okay.
Well, I was going to go join Avaria in the spa. Want to join
Okay.
us, or
I will also join. And I will also get a drink.
lovely? What did you drink yesterday? I want whatever that was.
I had 3 of the things from the milk place.
I think they would like just make like a large like to-go container, like a growler. So you
We
just
can
bring
find
into the
out.
spa. Alright, I go to the hotel.
The what?
Whatever the place is called.
The Never Melt Cafe.
That one.
The neutral milk hotel.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably like a Marg tower of whatever the special
Guess
is.
what? They're fresh out today.
Damn.
Isn't there chocolate?
They have.
You can easily get however many you wish to buy.
I want to see if they'd sell me like just literally like a growler.
The dwarven looks at you. I only have these size glasses. If you have a glass, I'll fill it.
Cressida, do you want to go find some sort of large glass?
Sure. Actually, I have a water skin that holds up to 5 pounds.
Water skin.
That's what I want to know. Like that would depend on
many
the thickness
ounces
of the
are in
liquid.
5 pounds?
Well, it would depend on the thickness of the liquid.
I think it's... Okay, a water skin can hold 4 pints of liquid, but it weighs 5 pounds.
There you go. It weighs
4
5 pounds.
Yeah, 4 pints.
It doesn't hold 5 pounds. 5 pounds is a lot of liquid.
It really is.
4 pints, so half gallon.
64 ounces.
Yeah, half gallon. I will.
Liquor, that's
It comes out to 13 drinks. So it's going to cost you 6.5 gold.
Oh no.
That's fine.
6.5 gold.
I'll
But
drop 10.
I can't help I'm a petty pincher.
It's fine, Chris. I already paid for it.
I also already paid for it. now they
Okay,
have
well, she
20
got a
gold.
bunch. I'll ever fill up 2 then if we both paid.
Okay.
But one will just be. I got an empty flask somewhere on me. I'll have her fill one.
Got it.
Got like 10.
Okay.
Well, I appreciate it.
You know how much jewelry Cress is wearing right now?
Quite a bit.
Enough.
Well, I gave you a necklace
Uh-huh.
forever ago.
Uh-huh, and a ring.
hmm
So she's got 2 necklaces, 1 ring, also 3 necklaces because of her emblem.
Jeez.
Chris's armor doesn't rattle anymore, but all her necklaces do.
Start rolling at this.
Alright, so we,
It has a very ominous soundtrack.
sure does.
You know what?
Getting ready to murder us.
As the milk started melting.
Blood on the ball and board theme.
Alright, so we head back to the spa.
Finally.
Yeah.
You're like, I've been trying to go back forever.
It's like the middle of the afternoon at this point, yeah.
It
but
is.
We head back to the spa.
Aria's
Aria's like,
a noodle.
like totally pruned from being in the spa for like a day straight.
Shoot, I guess while they're heading back to the spa, or I guess around
Drink
the time
away.
they're shopping or whatever, I guess Mark and I will head to the Matrites.
Okay.
Cressida will only sip at her drink because she wants to keep as many pints as possible.
Okay.
For Amulet of the Drunkard reasons.
I'd say we maybe get like halfway through it between the 3 of us. Over the course of the day. That seem fair?
Yeah. Got 2 pints left.
So, as you guys begin making your way through the Ivory Coast, looking for the Matrites guild hall, go ahead and make an investigation check for me to see how fast you can find it.
Investigation. 12.
It takes you about half hour before you eventually come to this massive building, and in like metal and iron letters says Matrites over the front, and on one side you can see there is like smokestacks where you get the sense a forge is. It's like black smoke begins billowing out of it. On other sides there are like these copper tubings like running in and out of the walls and back into the building all over the place. On the front of it there is like all sorts of these mechanical contraptions that are just kind of gizmos and various things making noise, or just kind of like spinning to gain attention to the front of the building.
Cool. Cool. Well, I suppose we'll head on in. Going on in. Alright.
As you go to walk in, you see off to the left there is a massive, what appears to be makeshift field, kind of fence around this field, and you can see a familiar sight for the 2 of you. There are a handful of kids playing burst ball, a common sport in the city of Zakarat.
Huh. That's interesting. I haven't seen a game of basketball in, oh gosh, years.
I was never any good at it.
I got a little bit better once I got my my modification.
Yeah, I was always picked last.
Shelby.
You know what? Shoot, I'll walk over to these kids. Why not?
Oh, Lord, they're gonna get beat up.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
You can see they all have like makeshift, not like actual like regulation gloves for the way the game is played. So what you know is that the game is 2 teams of 3, and it's essentially like rugby. There are two positions. There's the goalie and the forward. There are 2 forwards per each team and a goalie. And what the forwards do is they have gloves, and they play with a magnetic ball. The gloves for the forwards are magnetized to push the ball away, and the glove for the goalie is magnetized to pull the ball in. And essentially, it is a game to see who can get as many points to the enemies or through the opposite goal as much. So they're just kind of like running around and playing. They see you guys come over, and they walk up, and you can see that they're like makeshift gloves. They're not regulation by any means. They're very quickly thrown together. You get the sense these kids are very much newbies to the tinkering world, and they just look playing a game.
Yeah, what is it? What are you guys playing?
Burst Ball. One of the tinkerers taught us it.
Oh yeah. Who's this tinkerer that taught you guys?
Dagon.
Dagon.
You know that name.
See, I know that name. Why do I know that name?
I don't know.
Dagon.
I don't know why you would.
Dustin does not remember that.
Dagon is Mr. Stoverick's head advisor.
Shit! That's been a while ago.
That was your 0 session.
Yeah, that was a while
I feel like
ago.
that name's come up at some point because I remember hearing it.
I don't know.
I think it has.
Oh. Dagon's? Is he here?
Yeah, he's in the mage rights.
Alright. Might have to go and see him, but before I do you kids want some tips on how to play burst ball? And I kind of like roll up my sleeve a little bit, show off my arm.
That'd be awesome.
Sure, I guess I'll...
Make a performance check.
Sure.
You're gonna give him the tip.
Yeah?
Shall we?
My... No! No!
Someone give me a hammer so I can whack my wife.
Dude, wait till we leave at
Let's
least.
see.
I don't care what you guys do in your own time.
Performance at... that's a 9.
You're a little rusty, but you're about as good as the kids.
That works for me. My arm's probably got some burst ball functionality. I can show them how to do it properly at least.
Yeah.
Whew.
I broke Shelby,
Man.
guys.
You kids wore me out. I haven't played burst ball in like a while. That was fun. Kids should keep playing it.
Oh, well, we could, if you ever want to play around, we have extra gloves.
You know what?
What are you doing?
I need to walk away.
You know what? Maybe sometime before I get out of here, I will come by and play a few more rounds. Alright, well, I guess,
I don't even know what she's crying about. You gonna start making the noises?
Ow.
It's just the whole scenario of random ass dude shows up, talks to kids
I don't think
about
the
giving them
camera-
tips about their game, and then gets
I
invited
don't
back
think the
to play
camera
with their
can color
balls.
balance for that kind of
sorry, Twitch.
Why do you guys have to turn everything awful?
Oh man, can't have anything.
That's what we've been laughing about the whole
Oh,
time.
man.
Why can't just one game be sacred? Why does every game have to be horny?
Cause you're over there, baby.
No.
It's like, clearly you're not doing a good enough job.
I'm dying here.
Kelrick, I think I'm gonna head inside and speak to Dagon. Spud, why don't you keep giving the kids some pointers here, and Spud's gonna have two little arms come out, and he's gonna reach for the gloves. That was not the motion to make with this conversation. But
No, it wasn't. It's pretty good though.
Spud's gonna attempt to play some burst ball with these kids while we go inside. I'm going inside, away from this, away from all children.
7 watch lists.
Oh no.
Shelby's done for, guys.
The Ivory Coast neighborhood watch is gonna be like on the
Yeah, sorry, we got a half-elf twink with a metal arm over here.
You're gonna be on some registries by the time we leave.
Man. Christopher Henson's gonna sit me down in the inn and ask me what I'm doing.
You're not gonna be able to live within 500 feet of a school.
Oh, no. Alright, I'm going inside.
Back on track, guys.
We're going inside the maid rights.
As you pass through the door into the Maid Rights Guild, you are instantly hit with, like, the smell of burnt coal, the sounds of metal grinding on metal, the smell of, like, oil in the air. It's a familiar and a warming feeling for the two of you. This is a proper tinker's shop.
You okay?
Oh, this smells like home. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, I guess before anything else, I'm gonna try and find Dagon.
Make a perception check.
Damn, I dropped a glyph of fate on Spud before going on in.
Dude, Spud's gonna dunk on those kids.
Okay.
Let's see. Perception 16.
16?
Yep.
Looking around, you don't see him at first, so you just begin wandering throughout the shop. And eventually you do see him. There's a massive schematics table on the far end of the room, and you can see Dagon and another elven man are just kind of standing over, looking at it, and perusing over these massive blueprints.
Well, I'm gonna come up behind Dagon, and I'm gonna put my arm in his shoulder, and I'm gonna...
He goes, "Look,
Hey, what are you working on?
Holland, it's been so long, how have you been?
I'm good. I'm good. How have you been, Dagon? What are you doing here in the Ivory Coast?
I'm doing some work for Mr. Stobrick here. We're looking to open a place, our own guild or outpost for the New Beginnings Corporation here in the Ivory Coast, a halfway point between the mining operation and the city.
Interesting. Okay. Cool. What do you guys got in front of you right now? Some schematics on the outpost?
I said elven man, I meant to say gnome man.
I'm sorry, I don't know if we've met. Howland Brizamine.
Is you stick your hand out, he sticks his hand back up to you. Akir.
Akir,
Akir Stormwind.
pleased to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you as well. Are you part of them?
I am.
They're trying to buy out my shop.
Is that's something you're not particularly interested in, sir? Are you...
Depends. Do I get to stay in charge?
Well...
Dagon just kind of butts in. We don't need to speak logistics right now. We're looking to create good relations by helping Akir with one of his inventions. That is up to him if he wants to share. Just kind of like, can I trust you?
Well, I'll flash in my arm and show it off. Well, you are seeing a one-of-a-kind piece of technology right here, so... Oh my god!
Wow.
How about... one-of-a-kind invention for another?
Make a persuasion check. At advantage.
Are you gonna give him your arm?
No, I'm gonna let him look it over, though. Let's see, persuasion at advantage, 17.
I don't need a glove for that arm.
Don't encourage them.
Whoa. Sorry. Oh, wait, babe.
Alex,
Yeah,
I
well,
have to sit
I guess I can show you. And he just kind of like unrolls the blueprints that he had already rolled up whenever you were talking to Dagon. You can intelligence check for me.
Sure.
Eight.
That would have been a nice 16.
It's hard to discern, but it has vaguely boat-shaped.
Interesting.
Kellic, are you there? You can roll as well if you'd like.
I'll look at the. You said it was a dwarf?
Gnome.
gnome.
Oh,
Look at the gnome and be like, "We figure you can trust me."
oh, gentlemen, I'm so sorry. This
Are
is
you-
one of my traveling companions. This is Celtic.
Are you with him?
Yeah.
If I can trust him, then I guess I can trust you. If you'd like to take a look,
I'll take a peek.
go ahead and roll an intelligence check for me.
23.
Jesus Christ. This looks like the beginning blueprints of a skyship.
Nice.
Going out of space?
Screw stealing a boat. Let's steal a skyship.
Oh boy. I'm going.
Why
Oh,
be
did
pirates when you can be sky pirates?
you figure out the?
Why fight Krakens when
Did
you
you
can
figure
fight
out
sky
the
Krakens?
buoyancy mechanism?
Exactly. Oh, that sounds terrifying. I don't want to.
Sorry, Kelrick, what'd you say?
I'll go. Oh, did you ever figure out the levitation mechanism?
I'm still playing around with it a little bit. It's a bit of a conundrum. I'm going to be using bits of metal that has been magnetized to be the opposite of what the planet's crust is, that is going to propel it up into the air, and then I'm going to be using arcane means to keep that have been enchanted to keep it levitated. So essentially, the magnetism will propel it off the ground, and the arcane means will keep it in the air. The part I'm having trouble with is the propulsion to keep it moving and in the air for extended periods of time.
Well, what you'd need is some abjuration, in the form of repulsion.
I've been messing around with some enchantments, but I can't seem to nail it down just yet. Although I feel myself and my business partner, or I guess I should call her my wife, I think we'll have it down hopefully by the end of this year.
So what is it that we can do for you?
I don't know. If you're with Dagon, I have parts and things I need if you're looking for work.
I think we're all tied up. We've got a previous engagement unless, how long do you think?
It depends on how long that'll take, I guess.
Well, there's some rare metals that are found throughout the Shire Wastelands. I've been sending adventuring parties to find them, but they seem to keep dying.
I wonder why.
Well, I never said it was going to be safe.
No. You know, I don't know. We had plans to head towards the Golden Coast here in a couple days, but
Oh, maybe on your way back.
maybe we do already have business in the Deshire Wastelands on our ticket at some point. Long story, Dagon.
You don't owe me any explanations. You're on your own right now, sir.
Yes, that's one word for it. Sure, if you give me a list of whatever you need, we'll try and bring it by sometime.
Just really need the metals.
Sure, give me a list of what metals you need and in what quantities, and we'll take a look.
I mean, no one's really named it yet, but there's this rare metal that kind of exists in the Wastelands, and it has magical properties.
Sure, okay.
Wait, is it the same shit we were looking for the other person?
I thought that was like a weapon or something.
As they're kind of talking, Dagon kind of turns and looks to you, Kelrick. You look vaguely familiar. I can't put my tongue on it.
Don't we all?
Are you from Zachariah? The garb tells me you are, but
Yeah. I'm from the city.
huh. Well, he sticks his hand out. Dagon, the head inventor for the New Beginnings Corporation.
Can I ask what your lineage is?
Come from rags, worked my way up into being an inventor.
I meant your surname.
Oh, Give me 1 second. I don't have those notes pulled up in front of me. Shelby, shut up.
You like when I stay up, remember?
Load for me. I'll get it for you here in a second.
Sure.
Well, as he gives me it, I would ask you, DM, what I know about that branch of his lineage.
Roll history check.
Whenever
for
he
me.
says it. Steady. Virtual dice are loving me. 22. Plus 7, so it's kind of like cheating.
Last name is Malcolm. Name doesn't really mean anything to you.
They don't have a reputation for anything in specific.
Nothing that you've heard of.
I'll shake his hand and tell him Elsine Lyris.
Oh, well, I know those names.
And he do.
And what brings you out this way? Not taking up the family business?
Ah, family business can wait. There's always new lineages to start. But my friend here, Holland, he does.
To tell you the truth, Dagon, I'll kind of say this in a bit more of a hushed tone. We're kind of out here saving the world right now. It's been a pretty interesting bit of time since I left for the Empire.
Oh, yeah.
Seen a lot of things.
You know, since you're here, did you hear the news?
What news?
Oh, well, news throughout the city's been traveling everywhere. Apparently they caught the culprit for the big incident that happened last year.
Oh, really now? That's good news. Who?
I wouldn't be so sure.
What's a big incident?
Don't you know when the timekeep fell?
Do I need to roll a deception check, DM?
Yes.
For poker face?
Yeah, should have kept your mouth shut.
Oh, am I gonna need to in on it?
You say that, Tophin, like I'm not baiting it.
I know.
15.
Okay. When the timekeep fell, the city was in an uproar. I mean, but they caught this drow woman and they're to put her to trial in the next coming weeks.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, I'm glad they found the culprit. What was the name? If it was
Deception check for me, please.
Sure. 17.
Okay. And the name. Let me see if I don't recall it offhand, but I have it in my notes. It's in the news. It's in the news here somewhere. Let me find the paper.
Alright, I'm glad to know Dagon keeps like a journal full of like newspaper scraps. That's the coolest hobby ever.
I can tell you what it is, Matt.
I found it.
Oh shit, did they catch one of your friends?
Let's see. Elytris was her name.
Well, I'm glad she's being brought to justice.
Yes, if rumors are true, the trial is to be held next week.
Oh wow.
Or maybe it was next month. Let me look again.
Or just
You know, they don't really mention it here in the newspaper article. They just say brown woman caught for crime to be put to trial.
That doesn't surprise me that the press is skimping on the details. Well, I'm sure we'll learn more about it. We're actually heading towards home here in a couple days.
Oh, are you?
Yep.
Oh, maybe you'll be there for the trial.
Maybe. Speaking of home, how's Mr. Stover?
Oh, busy.
Only imagine.
The first shipment of Aether came in, or should have arrived, a few days ago. I assume he's mostly busy with that. Upholding his end of the bargain, creating inventions for the Zarplas Empire.
Of course. That was an interesting job.
Was it?
To say the least, yeah.
I figured it would have been open and closed book.
You would think that. That's a long story. I'll have to tell you some other time.
Maybe when we're both back home.
Perhaps, yeah.
But you have your job to complete. I have mine. It looks to Akira. Akira, I'm sorry. We've kept you far too long. Let's get back to work.
Of course. Thanks for your time, Daggett. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you as well, Helen.
How long will you be here on the Ivory Coast for?
As long as it takes.
Alright. Well, if we come back around sometime soon, which I guess we will, looking for these medals, I'll stop by and say hey again.
Oh, I look forward to it. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I agree.
And,
Are there any good tinkerers I should go and see their wares before we get out of here?
The Stormwrench family is the best here in town.
Well, Akir, either you or your wife will have to show me your wares here sometime before I get out of here.
Most items are for guild members only, but we could see what we have.
I would appreciate that.
Well, get back to work. He just grabs his wrench, and as he's grabbing his wrench, you can see that little sparks of electricity come out of his hand, and then start moving the wrench automatically.
That's fucked.
Oh, that's hip. I can't do that. Well, Kelrick, you want to take a look around?
Dagon turns to you. Mr. Kelrick, was it? It was nice to meet you as well, and sticks his hand out.
I'll shake it just once more.
Oh. Hope you both have a safe trip back home.
You too, whenever you finally get the chance. And by the way, if you ever see the spread eagles in the news, that's us.
Why such a peculiar name?
Don't ask me, I showed up a little late to the party.
Well, at least you found traveling companions.
That I did.
That's better than traveling alone, but...
I can...
Oh, that name.
It's amazing.
Take it easy, Dagon. And I
You as
will
well.
head and start looking at what some of these tinkerers are doing, who's got what for sale.
Go ahead, make an investigation.
10.
Doesn't look like anyone really has many full-blown items for sale. They all have, spare parts, is what it appears to be.
Sure. Well, I'm pretty good on spare parts. Kelrick, do you need anything?
I'm okay. I'm actually going to I'll be outside.
Looks like there is only one item that you find for sale.
I will take a look at it. Yes.
You may, just to skip the whole RP of shopping bullshit, you may look up the anti-gravity sphere.
A small fist-sized glass ball filled with a silvery smoke. Excuse me. When the sphere is destroyed, it disables the effective gravity of everything within a 30-foot cube for 30 seconds. Stuck in this orb, your movement is reduced to 0 and must come up with a creative way to move within the... That sounds pretty cool. How much does it cost?
It is... Sorry. Sorry. It is 4,000 gold, and it is a one-time use.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, okay. We're...
Fucking anti-gravity.
It's an uncommon item. That's fine. we're not gonna pick that up because we're a little light on that kind of cash.
Counter argument: a sword of warning is also an uncommon item and is 60,000 gold.
I'll shut my mouth. I didn't know that.
No, match makes everything really expensive.
No,
He
that's the
hates us.
actual
He
price of a
doesn't
sword of
want
warning.
us to have anything. He's afraid to give us too much power.
Always haggle.
I guess I'll take one good look around the room, see if there's any other interesting characters in here before I leave.
Give him 1,000 gold in your arm.
Arm's worth more than that.
I sure hope so.
Which arm?
I didn't specify.
That's a
That's fair.
completely different business I need to go to.
1,000 gold.
Justify each other.
Well,
Chop it off at the elbow.
not haggling for it?
Nah.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
I will take a peek and see if there's any interesting characters in here, though, before I leave.
Sure. Make a perception check for me.
Just tipsy at the spot, that's fine.
Perception 8.
What's your passive perception?
Oh, my passive perception?
What's your passive perception?
Mine is 12.
12? You would notice that there has been a tiefling man that has been lurking around you all day.
While me and Crest travel?
While you and Crest traveled and while you were at the spa with Varia. You would notice there's a drow woman that has been following you all day. Seemingly no matter where you go, she seems to be
Wait.
there.
Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute.
I recognize these people?
Ari doesn't notice anything. She's a noodle right now.
I guess I'll turn to her and...
It's like on the opposite end of the room, just, but, like, no matter where you go, you always, like, turn and you're like, there's that woman again.
Oh, fuck, dude. Let him do it.
I'll try and walk up to her. Why not?
You walk up to her, you find a drow woman that has silver hair and, like, a long flowing cloak. She has 2 daggers at either of her side that are kind of notched in her belt, and around her neck hangs a symbol to the goddess Ramira.
Okay. Hi, hello. I couldn't help but notice that we found ourselves in the same place a couple times today.
So we have similar interests.
I suppose so. I was just wanting to make up something shy about giving it back. I've been there.
Do you often drop things?
Occasionally.
Fortunately, no, I don't have anything of yours.
Well,
Maybe
that's
that's
fine.
Although, your friend might have something of ours.
Wait.
Is that so?
They're talking about me?
Well, may I ask what it is that that could have ended up in our possession?
You enjoy going for a swim? Sure appears that way.
Okay. We can discuss this in private if you'd like, as long as you don't try and stab me in the back on the way out the door.
Lead the way.
I will head out the front door, and I will motion to Kelric to kind of come along, and I'll whistle, and Spud will stop what he's doing, give the gloves back to the children, and head back over here.
Okay.
Find a nice secluded place to
Get to that in a second.
discuss.
What are you doing?
Oh, would you like a drink? Might as well, you've been following us all day.
Just to clarify, are you with them at the spa?
I'd sneak you in, don't worry.
Okay. So it kind of calls out to the 4 of you. No, I don't tend to drink on the job. I'm like leaning up against the wall.
Aren't you cool?
Kind of like pulls his hair back. I am, aren't I?
My
Well-
hammer's cooler than you!
You're at a spa. You don't have your hammer.
Come and discuss then.
What do you think Amaria does? She drags the thing with her.
They would not let you bring that hammer into that spa.
That was not discussed beforehand.
It's assumed.
It is not assumed. It's assumed Amaria drags that thing everywhere. That's her baby. Besides her ponies.
And the lizard.
That's true.
You have so many animals.
Where's our dragon, by the way?
Well, I'm not allowed to have it, so I don't know.
Yeah, we should do something with that poor kid.
He's on the boat.
Okay. Good to know.
Maybe Stratton's dad or giving him some.
What are we doing here? You invited me for a drink.
Yeah, like I said, why are you following us? I figured I'd be cordial.
I like what I see.
Room?
Is that so? I believe him.
Make an insight check.
16.
Get the sense he's not talking about you, but you believe him.
Tiefling man, right?
Tiefling man, dark red skin, blue horns that kind of curl back like a ram.
Is that all?
No. You don't have to spend much time in water.
I mean, occasionally.
Do you prefer this or the salt water?
We can speak plainly.
Oh, I plan on it,
Go for it.
but not here.
No, I don't plan on leaving.
Oh, I think you do.
We're comfortable where we're at.
I think you have issues that we don't have. I have nothing.
No, I think you have issues, considering my friends have your friends.
But I'm right here!
That's so.
So you can gather your things and come with me, or we'll just take them and turn them in.
But for what? We need to know what you are arresting us for.
I said I'm arresting you.
Because
Avaria.
this is freedom
Avaria,
here.
let me handle this, please.
Wow.
That's payback, Shelby.
Oh, I know.
Sure. Is a particular reason you have our friends?
Oh, I think you know why.
Again, you can speak plainly.
People don't steal from us and get away with it.
I don't have anything of yours.
Let's see. What do you say?
Search me if you desire, I'm telling the truth.
And what if you hid it somewhere else?
He's not wearing much right now. Oh, I can
Yeah,
tell.
it's not in the prison wallet, so...
I sure hope it's not. Holy shit.
Tell you what. You meet us on the beach, where you were earlier. At dusk.
Sure. I'm just going to tell you should confirm your inventory, because it's all there.
We'll see. He turns and walks out.
Well, guess we have somewhere to be at dusk. Let's go find the others.
As
Guess I'm going to get my weapons now.
you two are leaving, the woman, let us go to the beach. Quiet area to talk.
You know what? That's fine by me.
Hollow.
And as she's kind of like leading you through the streets, this 9-foot tall Fearbog man just comes like strolling up next to you guys with like a long gnarled staff. Well, are they coming with us?
Yes,
Can't wait to murder
we are.
every single one of these people. Steal all their aether. I didn't steal from them last time. They don't think I'm stealing from them now. They're fucking mistaken. They went after my friends.
The two escorts the two of you down to the beach.
I'm done.
The-
I'm sorry.
The other 4 of you gather your various things and begin heading your way towards the beach.
Anyway.
As you guys approach, you can see Holland and Kellerick standing next to this massive Fearbog man, a drow woman, and an Argonautsy woman on the far end of the beach. The head tiefling man, as you guys are standing, you see this massive... Well, see the massive tiefling come flying overhead with massive white wings sprouted from his back. As he lands in front of all of you.
He gets wings and I don't.
He's a variant tiefling.
Holding a glowing blue rapier in his hand. Let's have a discussion.
What I'm here
And
for.
that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Fuck, I wanted to have a discussion.
Well, that's fine. Spud could have like easily disarmed that woman.
Spud's a trained
fine.
killer.
Spud's a train killer. Yep. Well, that's all for tonight, guys. Thank you for joining us. Kelrick, thank you for taking the thank you for joining us from your shitty Wi-Fi hotel room.
Hey, it's held up. So
There's only a couple times it cut out.
it was during the break I was messing with it.
Yeah. Well, guys, tune in next week. We will see as our party of 6 faces off this party of 4, or maybe they'll just say be diplomatic and talk. But let's be honest, Ivaria's in this group. That's not happening.
Alright, with this smash.
He did say next week, but I think it was a slip of the tongue.
Yeah. So next session. Next week's just my, you know what I mean. We'll see you next session. 2 weeks, guys. Be sure to tune in. You're not going to want to miss it. This is going to be a fun combat. We'll see you next time.
What? Who says it's combat?
Yeah,
we were being
hold
diplomatic.
on now.
Have a good night, guys.